You got that motherfucker blocked, right?
Yeah.
I know he's got at least one other account.
I bet he's got more than that. He's got to have more than that. But he's too busy. He's too busy, but he got time to follow you around and look for your new accounts. That's like harassment, because that means there was no one in common. You have no one in common, so that means he's literally was out looking for you.
Pretty much.
He's psychopaths, man. I guess.
Hello. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go. You can say what you were saying.
No, I was just gonna say hello. Anyone
Hello,
who uses
world.
YouTube and Twitter. I'm already missing you guys, but I drew the ire of a psychopath. To be honest.
Crazy psychopath. Let me retweet us on Twitter too. Whew. Yeah, and it'd be one thing, but yeah, those threads he was writing. I mean, he was just writing thread after thread after thread.
I printed off that one.
Oh, did you? Which one? Oh, that's everything he was saying about you?
Yep.
Oh my god.
About how me telling him to blow me is sexual harassment or something.
Wild. Oh yeah. Hey Alice, everyone in the chat. If Paul offered him, Paul was like, hey, you can come talk. Paul was trying to be like,
oh yeah, he DM'd me on Instagram. I'm whenever. What did it do? It's Saturday. I'll pop on.
Oh yeah, you should go on their thing on Saturday.
Hey, I'm gonna shout out people in the chat. Joe Morgan, what up? Robert Felon, I think that says. I'm blind, y'all.
Yeah, Phelan.
What's up, Sibling Rev? What up? Etsy Romaine, I know who you are. What's up? What's up, Alice? Zurich, what's up? Kenny, what up? Doug, what up? Kyle, I mean, shit.
Havoc.
Yeah.
Although that's his name in Discord. Oh, Kenny, don't worry. We may be. I don't know what we're doing on Sunday yet. Still, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So we'll may have to postpone it anyways. But we'll talk now. We can talk another couple days too. Before then. I'm sharing this in our. I'm gonna share this in my Discord.
I'm just shouting people out in the chat that I see.
I like it. Paste. Thanks everyone for joining my Discord too, which I don't even know how to do it, and everyone's being so sweet.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, Discord's busting. Get in on it. Waname, what up?
I don't even think when I may have you read out. He would get a trip out of reading that stuff too, man. Like, dude is definitely unhinged. I said I was afraid to use his real name, but then I'm like, you could spell it. We could spell his name a little bit. Hey JVP.
JVP, what up? Y'all good over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just drinking some coffee.
All right. Should I start from the top and explain what happened? Or
yeah, dude, we got 18 people in here, so do it. Everyone loves drama. Everyone loves the drama.
Okay, so this started Thursday night last week. I don't know how this ended up in my feed, but I seen some thread from phone. Please stop. I seen this thread from a journalist named Rachel Gilmore. She was basically going off about how someone said something mean to her on Twitter, and she's going off. She wrote this little mini thread. And the last tweet of the thread reads something like, "For all you white male journalists out there who have time to tweet about basketball and football and soccer and all that, find some time to tweet about how women and minority journalists get made fun of because we can't unplug from this." And I focused in on the "because we can't unplug from this" line, because when I read that, my first thought was, yes, you can. It's called the log out button. So I'm an asshole. I can be an ass. I can be a smart ass like that. So I I took a screenshot of the log out button on the Twitter app, which, by the way, they put it in the most ridiculous place possible. You have to like go to settings and account and something else, and then it's right there. And in most other apps, it's like right there. But I digress. So I took a screenshot of the log out button. And I quoted the because we can't unplug from this part, and then put the screenshot under that and posted it. This is Thursday night. Friday is starting to get a little bit of traction. Then let's call him Jack.
Yeah, I'll call him Jack for now.
Yeah.
For Jack off.
So he replies to me saying it's on men to not be terrible, which I didn't entirely disagree with. I think men should be better, but so should women. Everyone should just be better to everyone. And just let's stop singling out certain groups. Let's just not do that. And I said, you're not wrong, but I'm not going out of my way to white knight for women on the internet that I don't even know. You know, I see people go at a lot of the women that I do follow in the craziest ways possible. And I call it out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is your problem, dog? Whatever. You know, if it's people I know, especially if it's people I know, I'll definitely say something if something happens. But I'm not going out of my way from, you know, some fucking random ass journalist who's addicted to Twitter. It feels like she can't unplug from that. I'm not doing that. So he and I are going back and forth. And at one point, he actually insinuates that I A, protect predators, and B, am one myself just because I refuse to white knight for women I don't know on the internet. And a couple of times I said, blow me. First time it was blow me. Second time was suck my dick. The second time, for some reason, that really set him off. And that's when he started claiming sexual harassment, which I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Go away. And he reported me for that, and I got 12 hours, which is like, fuck, I've done it before. Who cares? And remember that I got my first account back, so I switched to that, commented on something. He found it and started harassing me on that account. Actually went as far as to demand an apology from me, which I'm like, fuck you, I'm not apologizing for shit. Fucking beta male bitch. Whatever. So the 12 hours is up. I'm back on my main account. And at this point, a lot of people are kind of starting to see what happened, and they all realize that this dude's a fucking clown. So I'm sitting here like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I made someone cry that hard. And then that thread that I printed out, that also happened after I got out of my 12-hour stint in Twitmo.
Did he tag you in that?
Yeah, very end. You know, let's read this off because I don't have it.
Yeah, let's read it.
He tagged someone who joined in on the thread that I was replying to, who she had asked like, how do you claim to be for minorities or in women or whatever, but you're telling a black man his opinion is wrong because he thinks if women are being harassed, they should just basically take it upon themselves to deal with it, is basically what she asked. And well, and that's the other thing. If you look at his before I continue, if you look at his profile, the first sentence reads, I make racist, sexist, and Christian nationalists angry. But then this motherfucker thinks that women can't handle themselves on the internet, so he has to do it. So who's the real sexist here? Me or him? And so let's go over this fucking ridiculous thread. My eyesight's bad, so bear with me. He goes, you asked me how a guy being sexual, to clarify, repeatedly demanding I perform an oral sex on him. To another guy, me be misogyny. To understand the answer, you have to understand heteronormativity, which is our cultural normalization of male-female intimacy being. And from the bat, this is already fucking retarded because for obvious reasons. Like, yeah, you know, why is it male and female? Because you got to make babies, and you don't do that with two men or two women. Like, come on. Second thread. The only acceptable form, or I'm sorry, intimacy being the only acceptable form of intimacy. It infers anything else, read homosexual activity, to be deviant, neither normal nor acceptable. I present as a straight male. No, you don't. He also Hex also presents that way. In our society, it's normalized that only a female would perform oral sex on a male. This is fucking retarded, dude.
How
The
did that even come up between women and men sucking dicks?
This dude is unhinged. The person performing that act is servicing, giving, being submissive. So when a straight male Hex tells another straight male to give him oral sex, it's an insult. Hex is intentionally inferring that I am the submissive, weaker, and less than one, aka the female or homosexual. Which, by the way, everyone else except for this clown who saw my suck my dick comment knew right off the bat that I meant fuck off. Everyone knows that that's just another way of saying fuck off. Like, who hasn't been in any semi-heated argument and has either said it to whoever they were arguing with or had it said to them? How this went over this dude's head, I don't fucking know. All right, where did that leave off? Okay. So it's a bigoted dig at homosexuality by Hex as well. But that aside, for now, you want to know why I called Hex a misogynist when he repeatedly sexually harassed me yesterday. I tell a dude to suck my dick, and that means misogyny. What sense does that make? When a straight presenting male demands another straight presenting male perform a role either a gay male would fill or a female. By doing that, Hex has offended the gay community by inferring if I would do that to him, I am somehow a sexual deviant and subhuman. Oh my God. Justifying this discrimination and hatred against me and the gay community. And B, by demanding I perform oral sex on him. Fuck, dude. This is hard to get through. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. This is hard to get through.
It's bad. Well, it's like it's his fantasy.
Yeah. While knowing I'm a male, not female, making me perform a task only a straight female would otherwise perform. A female being the one of service, giving, doing a favor, submissive, the subordinate. He infers that is the normal and only appropriate role females play. Oh my God, I can't.
It's creepy.
To Hex, women have no value to him unless they are in the act of providing a service that makes him ejaculate. And even then, because those females are not pure and virginal, to him they are whores, and whores to Hex, and whores to Hex, and according to this culture. Oh God, where is he pulling all this from?
Oh my God.
To this culture are subhumans, which again, in Hex's eyes, means his hatred of and discrimination against them. Misogyny is justified. What he said is hateful to the gay community and women, not two ways around it. Foolish pride won't allow him to apologize. He is neither safe nor trustworthy. He has no one to blame but himself for his trouble. Absence of integrity won't allow him to atone for the damage he did because he sees himself as a good guy, the hero, but he's just a common narcissist. And thread at Hexcelerate. Hashtag toxic masculinity. Hashtag homophobe. Hashtag misogynist.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's my first time actually reading through everything and just, what the fuck, dude?
He's like totally projecting or something. Like, fuck, man. Where did he get all that shit? Like, I'm scared to be around that dude, and I can't wait to be around you. So who's toxic, right? Oh my god.
My favorite part was when, or one of them was when he says that I am inferring that he's the weaker one. And when I read that part, I'm like, nah, dog, you did that that's on you. You did it to yourself. Everyone who saw you realized you were like a fucking retard.
Yeah, he's like pulling his own bullshit. Well, just like I don't know. I don't know. Other people saw he was all just trying to like be smart. He's almost like an NPC for woke shit. Like if you looked at his Instagram and stuff, he just Doug posted it. Like I said, he posted where he's like, well, if you're in the East Nashville area, of you poor women, because Roe versus Wade is turned over, you can come stay at my house. Which, like, again, it's like this dude is just looking for people to like mentally fuck with, and people who are he's looking for people who he sees as weaker. We could reverse psychology, psychoanalyze of this motherfucker if he wants it back.
What up, large margin in the chat? To answer a question, yes, it is.
Yeah, and Kyle hopped in. I saw and Joe Morgan. Yeah, this guy was kind of stalking Hex. He's been going on for day. Oh, and someone else sent you that thing where so now this person has been watching our.
Hold on. We got it.
You're not gonna get there. All right, we gotta get to that.
No, we got to get through everything. So let's see. At this point, this is I believe this is still. This might be Saturday. This happened because my 12-hour didn't end till like 10 o'clock at night on Friday. So I think this is Saturday that this happened. Yep, this August 20th. That was Saturday. So, other people are going back and forth with that, and I'm just over here laughing at them. Then Sunday happens. You get banned for, we still don't know why. I took a screenshot of your profile saying you were suspended, posted it in a tweet, and then literally just minutes later, I got banned. Both my accounts got banned. On the anniversary of my first account getting banned. The fucking stars.
Sorry if it's my fault. I'm sorry, but I think it's this guy's fault.
It is this dude's fault. I'm pretty sure. Just the stars aligned in the most bizarre way possible on Sunday. Then we right before that. That was right before me, you, and Kyle. Shout out to Kyle in the chat. The other Kyle. That was right before we did our stream, our Golden Shower Sunday stream with him, and then and I talked about what happened on that stream too, but I didn't really cover everything. So I get banned, and I think what the fuck, I just kind of fucked off for most of the day, and then like late at night I made the new account, and then over the next 2 days after that I just started getting all my followers back, which I got about 900 followers in 2 days. Holy shit. And during that time, I'm also like talking to people about what happened and why this fucking dude is a clown. I got banned again, so you can't really see any of it. Then what happened? This morning, because nothing really. Oh, actually, side note, I told you about this. So this is the most bizarre shit ever. I'm seeing my followers go up. Then I see Lauren Southern followed me, and I'm like, okay, why is someone like that following like a day-old account? And then I told you about it, and I'm like, we should get her on a Golden Shower. So I DM'd her, and I was like, hey, you want to come on a podcast soon? And then she was like, hey, I actually wanted to ask you, want to be in the doc about gun rights? And I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I do. Well, I didn't actually say that, but yeah. So whenever Lauren hits me back, that might be a thing. So come on, Lauren. I know you're basically a celebrity and probably super busy and got like 1 million people in your DMs, but come on. I'm available. That side, I got sidetracked there. But no, fast forward to this morning. I'm in a Signal group, and one of my friends in the Signal group sent me a screenshot of his pinned tweet where he talked about how he somehow found our Sunday stream and called me a homophobe because that about like was it 5610 I called him a faggot, and I stand by that, by the way, and I will say it to your face just so you know. Called me a homophobe, and then I saw that, went to Twitter, banned again. And then he's going on about how I didn't learn my lesson. You had your Twitter jail. You had your time in Twitter jail. You came out. You didn't change, and you got banned. Then you did a ban evasion. You got banned again. And it's like, motherfucker, do you not have anything better than to actually harass me?
No. Well, Paul asked him to talk to him, but he said he has 500 things to do and blah blah blah. He's too busy to talk to. It's like too busy to talk to Paul. Okay, dude.
I saw that, and it's like,
weird.
yeah, are those 500 things harassing me? Like actual harassment, like literally following me across Twitter accounts.
Which, if he's watching right now, hey honey, thank you for the watch hours. It helps me with my it helps us get monetized. Thank you. Oh, it sucks with dealing with like people who are this unhinged, because it's when they're trying to fuck with you to the point where literally you like didn't do anything, and now he's trying to like multiply get you kicked off. Like he just likes fucking with you. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it's because he's racist, because that's what I think he deserves to have said about him. But I don't know.
He's sexist again because he thinks women are capable of defending themselves on the internet. He might be secretly gay because of the way he acted to the "suck my dick" comment. No straight dude I know would have reacted that way to a simple "suck my dick" comment.
Like psychoanalyzed it down to the fact of like a straight man saying it to a straight man means, well, it's like, no, dude, that just means fuck off.
Right. So, and if you are gay and in denial, bro, it's 2022. You can literally be a woman tomorrow if you want to. Nobody cares.
You can.
And I also think he's probably sexually harassed some women in the past. If he's trying to white knight for him so much, he's sexually harassed.
Oh, I know for sure. I would say for sure, seeing that he's a Reiki, how the fuck you say that? And he's a certified trauma coach. I'm like, okay, so he's picking up people. And then, like I said, Doug sent that thing about him saying people with abortions can come over. It's like he's specifically looking for people that he thinks that will have like, like they're in a vulnerable state or something. He's like specifically looking for those kind of people. It's creepy.
This is an actual predator. This is an actual predator, ladies and gentlemen.
Predator. We did say his full name, so he can't give us any libel charges. But this person that we are talking about is an actual literal predator. I'm not gonna like dox him or do anything like that. But dude's like,
he did put his full name out on display. So
that's true. That's true.
Not
he has a website even.
Yeah.
But supposedly he has a girlfriend. And for sure, he can't sing. He can't fucking sing to save a life. That's for damn sure. I don't like being mean about that, but fuck him. He can't sing.
So yeah, I'm off Twitter for the time being. I'm not entirely sure if or when I want to come back. I'm still thinking about that.
I just don't understand how. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, if I do, it won't be for a little while. I just need to basically heat. I just need the heat to die down before I do.
Yeah, because he's obviously going to be looking for you. That's what I don't. So here's a guy who's blocked and he's still finding you. So that means he has multiple accounts. And the fact that he's one person supposedly, and then like you're getting hit. And I know a lot of Liberty Twitter, even though we're all anarchists and shit, we're reporting him back. He got reported a shit ton of times too. So it's like, how is this one person? Yeah, one person. And he's admitting it out front. Like he's literally admitting it. It's almost like he's figured out the NPC woke shit.
If you go to his profile, his header image is one of the tweets I wrote about. Oh, yeah. I was complaining about how he got reported a bunch, nothing happened, but he single-handedly took down both my accounts. And I was complaining about that. That tweet is his header image.
Was he blocked at that point when you made that tweet too?
Yes, he was blocked.
Okay. Oh my god. And it's creepy, and like it's obviously him being antagonizing. Oh, this guy is so gross. He is so gross. Oh yeah, Zerk. That's what it seems like. It seems like he's just saying all this woke shit while he's being a fucking psychological, like, or pathological, abuser or something. Oh, he changed it, I guess.
Oh, I know what Havoc is talking about. He had a tweet about how it's basically a threat to kill someone, more or less. Like a patron at a restaurant, because I guess he like waits tables or something. Or I did at one. And then I guess maybe the patron was an asshole, but he was basically saying that should be an invitation to kill him or something like that.
Oh, he deleted it, huh? He went back and deleted that, didn't he?
Yep.
Well, now he changed it to a baseball field or some shit.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's not that, but we all got, you got screenshots of that shit, so
yeah,
that's all. I wonder, God, this guy. Yeah, if he's in a restaurant, he's probably just an angry man all the time, just pissed off at his place in life, and his music career didn't take off, so he's angry at everybody, and then he finds a way to be a predator against people by pretending to be a male feminist, which is like the perfect spot to, pick people up.
Bitch, don't be a male feminist. Men.
Don't say you're gonna let people who need abortions come stay at your house. That's just like creepy as fuck. What dude would say, "Hey, women, I'm so sorry about Roe versus Wade getting overturned. You should come to my house and you can stay as long as you want." Like, I should read that. Doug sent that, so let me go read that really quick because it's creepy.
Oh yeah, and then when he posted the screenshot of our Sunday stream, he had said someone tipped him off. I don't believe that happened, but on the off chance that it did, snitching is not fucking cool.
Yeah, I doubt it. All right, so this is what I think. He just has a million fucking accounts. Let me read. This is from his Instagram that Doug screenshot. In regards to SCOTUS overturning Roe v. Wade, I want to tell you I am here to help you in any way I can. If you or someone you know ever needs to be in the Nashville or pass through for camping supplies on that camping trip you need to go on soon, I'm in a house with my girlfriend in East Nashville with a spare private room, private bathroom, and laundry facilities with your own entrance, all yours. Come stay as long as yours needs to. We've got a nice air mattress for you, fresh linens, the whole thing. This is so terrible. I'm not sure if it'll help. Maybe. I like to think of everyone's IG feed type people offering messages like this to their networks, and people who need to go camping knew where there is safe passage along their journey without judgment or questions. I think that could be of some good. You're loved. Like, what the that is like, yeah, who talks like that?
Predators do.
Yeah. Mental manipulators too.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, so creepy.
And I'm the one with 3 accounts that got nuked. So
I was like, I told you, I was like, if this person's supposedly a true certified coach or whatever, I'm like, if anyone's watching who's good at looking for stuff, I was like, there has to be complaints about him or something. I don't know, but I'm not good at internet searching. I love how we're dishing. Well, we have a lot of viewers too. This is good. We got 28 peeps watching. Hex. Spreading your love. What did I title? Oh, online harassment of Hex and something else. I can't read the rest of it.
Oh,
what
yeah,
did I put? Something like that. Well, anyways, what do you start talk other than that? Now you got the story out. Everyone watch out for this dude. You don't have to block him, but because it doesn't really matter. It sounds like he has a shit ton of accounts and all the time in the world. So, but
I also like to point it out, he basically sat through our entire Sunday stream if he found out that I called him a faggot.
Yeah, it was at 58, minute 58.
It was like 56 minutes or 10 seconds in or something like that. You sat through all that time.
Why is he so focused on you? And he sees you talking with a girl. What does that mean? What is he? Is this another motherfucker thinks I'm a man or something? Like, what the fuck? He's talking to a girl that whole time, and he's still gonna say like, yeah, there's some weird. He's got some weird shit going on.
He's pissed off that I didn't bow and kowtow to his demands.
Yeah.
I said, like, there was twice he was like, you better apologize for what you did. Suck my dick, faggot. You know, and I'm not calling you a faggot in relation to your potential sexuality. I'm calling you a faggot because you're being a massive fucking faggot right now.
There goes my YouTube channel. I said I was gonna put that's fine. I'm gonna put this one on private. I'm like, I hope he's watching right now, but he doesn't get a chance after this live stream, that's for sure.
Havoc says homie probably never had any hardships in this life. I can see that. Those are usually the people who end up like this.
And they get a little power on the internet and they live such a powerless. Someone else just recently said, like, the powerless always go to this sort of thing. So on the internet, he feels like he has a little bit of power because, you know, in his own life, I bet his fucking girlfriend like steps all over him if he even has one, you know. So just sad, man. Well, he ain't gonna take you down because you're gonna be hopefully in a documentary coming up soon. So yeah, and he'll be posting shit music.
Hit me back, Lauren Southern. I actually really do want to be in that doc.
She DM'd me so fast this morning, so I'm sure she's just busy, but I know she'll get to you. Sounds like she's, well, obviously that means she's active in her Discord. So, and I gave her your Discord number, so.
I haven't heard from her there either, so.
Okay. She's probably biz. Miss Richard Simmons. Did Richard Simmons die? I don't know. He died. Did he die recently? He was creepy, but there was something about him that was sweet. What else you want to tell everybody since you may be off Twitter for a while? Any other messages you want to get out to everybody?
So when I first came back, I had a lot of people spreading the word about how I got nuked in that I came back and got a bunch of followers fast. So I appreciate the Twitter fam for that. Y'all the real ones.
Yeah, you really do feel loved when you get banned, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I die to see how much people love me.
Right.
Just kidding. Oh, Havoc asked if you're eating blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
It's good for you. And oh, yeah, I should.
I forgot what I even wanted to say.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out if we got to postpone Sunday or if I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm gonna be a chauffeur, so I don't know.
Oh, there's the other thing. For the time being, join Forest Mommy's Discord, get the link from her, or follow me on Instagram. The fucking card is up there, like right there. And okay. There was another thing I wanted to say that I just fucking blanked on again. Oh, I remember. Another funny thing I noticed that I saw was that one of my mutuals, I'm not going to shout her out, but she's based, was someone who actually was sexually assaulted at some point in her life. And then she's telling this clown, I've actually been sexually assaulted. I know what that's like. And I would take words on the internet over what I actually went through any day. And then this motherfucker is still trying to mansplain to her about how he was sexually harassed.
When he could have fucking logged out too.
Exactly. You should have took my advice and logged out of Twitter too.
And it's so creepy too because so you say 2 posts to him, suck my dick, blow me. He's literally made a whole fucking
he wrote a fucking thread about it. He's like 9 tweets long.
He's bragging about harassing you and getting you banned and bragging about following you around the internet onto YouTube and everything. And that's harassment, actually. So he basically that gave him an excuse to just fucking do it. He's just a predator like that. And yeah, it gave him an excuse.
Yeah, Twitter, this is what actual fucking harassment looks like. So unban my accounts.
Wild.
Oh, speaking of which, my main account, I looked at the email. I said it on our Sunday stream what happened. I looked at the email. They said they won't reinstate my main account for, what was the wording? Managing multiple accounts for abusive purposes. And it's only because he went after both my main and my alt.
What the fuck's he doing?
Yeah, exactly.
It sucks being a good person, man. And then people be all assholes to you. It sucks being wonderful.
This fucking Twitter thread is just the dumbest shit I've ever read in my fucking life. It's hilarious.
It feels like an erotica, honestly.
Right. Indeed, subservient dude.
Evan's just
get on Grindr and find you a male dom. Oh, male dom. A gay dom.
And he'll do it for real. So bizarre. I mean, the internet always brings out all sorts of bizarre. I've had bizarre shit happen to me too. Just always like, Jesus, how do people get like this? Because I'm crazy, but I would never we would never be like
them to the point that they get banned off of this platform.
I don't know what.
Or someone called you.
I never wanted to mess because that's like almost what?
Someone called you a man recently. What was that about?
I think it was some weird QAnon guy. He's like a really weird. I mean, I don't know really why he did it, but because there's a bunch of people who were agreeing with him, and it was actually a handful of women were agreeing with him, and I think they're all kind of from the QAnon side,
right.
And then he was just like, these people don't know they're lusting after a man, and then he literally, this guy just explained it down to a fucking psychoanalyst. Like, no one fucking asked him level. It's just like, bruh. It was almost funny. Oh, yeah, Alice. Exactly. If this motherfucker cared about actual victims, then he would be going after actual predators, not Hex. We're saying suck. So what if, I think one of May says he's a narcissist. Yeah. So he doesn't go.
He said I'm narcissistic.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to use women in the gay community as a crutch. Like, fuck yourself.
Yeah. And if he's watching, he's welcome to come on Golden Showers and talk about this, because obviously he's brave enough to say it to our faces. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it to me and let me defend myself. It's in there.
That was stupid. It's more fun to lose it. To get banned for something fun, not this fucking stupid shit.
Yeah, this dumb shit shouldn't have happened at all.
It was so fast. Like, how does Twitter react so fast for us and all this anti-government people?
That meme Havoc posted.
Yeah. I should try.
Twitter when politicians sign, dudes sleep. Twitter when Hex Ellerate says "blow me" to a beta man, and it's the red eyes. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah, and I told you, let me look up that guy's name. If everyone else, I think, saw it, there was a gentleman in Florida running for something. He was a black man in Florida. I think he's conservative. And literally, on the night of the primaries, all of a sudden, Twitter just suspended his account.
Byron Donalds?
That sounds familiar. Hold on, I'm seeing, because I just followed him, so I should be able to find him.
He's in Congress, and he's from Florida, conservative and black.
Oh no, this guy's named Dr. Drew Montez Clark for Congress.
I'm not familiar with him then.
So he was a Republican nominee for U.S. Congress. He's definitely conservative, but so it starts yesterday on the eve of Florida's primary elections. Twitter suspended my account permanently without warning or reason. I don't know how that feels. This is election interference bordering on criminality. And then, so this was yesterday, he posted this. Today, my account was reinstated with no explanation, but I would not have been reinstated without the help of my patriots with platforms larger than mine speaking out. So I guess some people are speaking out for him. Oh, and then I think DeSantis, it looks like DeSantis may have said something. Well, that's a shit part now is they're going to sign more bills and stuff to protect this, but I don't know. But yeah, so they just banned that black guy for like no reason, and he's actually like was running. It was on the night of the primary. It was like, how is that not fucked? You know, like
Right.
they're up to shit.
Yeah. They'll look at something like that and claim no type of fraud going on whatsoever. But ask them about 2016. That shit was stolen by the Russians.
Oh yeah, they went on and on. Hold on, I'm tweeting something. Oh yeah.
Remember, join the Forest Mama Discord.
Yeah, I don't think I can drop the link totally in Twitter, or on here.
No, I just pass it around individually, I guess.
Yeah. I got worried about that. Maybe he was in my Discord, so I was like, I deleted the initial one, but I'm still giving it to something. Oh, sibling. God, sibling making fun of a stoner.
Adam up.
Adam in the chat. That is so post stoner. Y'all are funny. Oh, and yeah, and then that I still haven't received any note of nothing. I've received nothing except for that after I made my first appeal that like, hey, just respond to this email and we'll get on it, blah blah blah. And then but like as people have known the last like 2 months, I've had where there'd be this weird glitch, which I verified my email with that account before, an email. Forest Mommy 1984. Anyone can reach me there, by the way, at Gmail. But it kept saying you need to verify this, and I would try to verify it, and it wouldn't work, and it wouldn't send me an email with the key or anything, and then all of a sudden it would just start working, but then it would also glitch out and say you need to verify email, and then I click it, and then it would say you can come back in. Like it would just keep going back and forth. Like it was the weirdest shit. So I don't know if that's from reporting or what, but shit's fucked. What have I done? What have I done that's still wrong that they're always coming after me?
Havoc says, I bet you Twitter has a thing where if your account gets so many reports within a certain amount of time, they will automatically suspend you unless you're whitelisted. That wouldn't surprise me if they did have that. And that means he just reported me on like 20 different accounts.
He seems the type, so. Ugh. Come on, what happened to Elon? I thought Elon was going to fit. Not that I trust him either, but wasn't he going to be fixing something?
Deals are the only thing Elon is good at pulling out of.
That's right. He has like 50 kids, doesn't he? Alice made me think of something. I'm gonna take one for all 3 of your accounts. It's a little swig. Cheers to your accounts. Pouring out for the homies.
Pouring out for me and Forest Mama, y'all. We ride and die on Twitter together, bad boys.
I know, I do love it. We're besties because of your initial ban, and now we're besties.
Yep.
And we're gonna meet next month at Alice's thing.
Damn straight.
I can't wait. I was thinking about that today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hug Alice. I'm gonna hug you. I might hug Adam. I don't know. But then Paul and Doug are gonna be there. Just kidding. Paul and Doug are gonna be there too. Exactly, sibling. And if you guys are in my Discord, there is now a sparkler butt emoji, by the way. So.
Oh, no, the funny thing is, when we both got banned, people were calling it Sparkler Gate.
We should still call it that. I like that, Sparkler Gate. damn. I hate it. Well, I mean, like I told you, like how Lauren Southern found you and stuff. Twitter does and has had a lot of positive things, especially like over the last 2 years, how all of us met with all this COVID tyranny and all of us meeting through that. Like, such a silver lining, such a good way to find peeps around the country. And then like random connections. I've made connections, all sorts of stuff. Robbie's coming to do a show at my house like this week, like it's just cool the things that can happen, especially for like boring ass white girls in Colorado and stuff. Like I've had a lot of fun stuff happen, and it's
right.
I'm thankful for it. And whatever they ban us, they could ban us off of everything, but like we'll still be in contact and we'll still know each other. You know what I mean? So
damn straight.
Meet
your Twitter homies, people.
Yeah, and you have I told Robbie he does have to go to Alice's next year for this porch tour. I think there'd be enough because all those different groups meetups you've had, there would definitely be enough people who would come, even if they drive a little bit. But
yeah, it's not far. Their house isn't far from me.
No, so that'll be fun. Good Lord. So shout out to Jack me off. Shout out, because you can like try to put some power on the internet, which all of us have I've been on the internet since fucking a long time, motherfuckers. I'm old. I've dealt with a lot of crazy motherfuckers. You don't have all this craziest shit people have done to me, dox me. You don't have power. You don't have power. I know you think it's some like power flex, but you don't. You don't have any power. It only makes you weaker because you're deferring, trying to take power over someone online rather than taking control of your own life and having power in your own life. And you are a weak fucking fool for it.
Getting me banned is probably the most achievement he's ever going to feel in his life.
Probably. Fucking Karen. He's a Karen, but worse.
A male Karen. What do you call those?
Joffreys. That's what we call them. Did you ever watch? There's an old show called Strangers with Candy. It's like actually Stephen Colbert was in it. It was old. It was very silly, very like dry humor. I remember there was a Joffrey in it. They always made fun of it. His name too, like Joffrey. Karens and Joffreys. If you're passing through Colorado. Hell yeah, exactly. Sibling. I should put that. We should just go super woke. If you are trying to escape East Tennessee because there's a weirdo down your street who keeps trying to tell you that he's your best friend and he's going to analyze you and you need a safe space, I have a safe space for you too. What's that? What's good news? It's gotta be good news. It's Wednesday.
Someone in Discord made a good meme. Let me find it. Was I tagging?
I'm so excited for the Robbie thing, only because my parents have been gone since March, and then they decide they're coming home literally 2 days before this thing. I'm like, really, really? I'm like, well, they knew I was having the party or having this thing, and I'm like, well, you're just gonna have to deal with curse words and stuff, ma'am. So.
Yeah, someone memed them. They replaced the text in his profile, and it reads, I'm a racist, sexist, woke nationalist that gets black men banned from Twitter for outing me for sucking dick. Blowjob consultant. Hashtag throat goat mafia.
Who got throat goat mafia? Oh my god. God, the internet is amazing sometimes. Turns the bad into funny.
Oh, and then some Havoc linked me a little while ago. MC Heavy Tits, shout out to her, because she had found one of his tweets, and then she goes, what that mouth do though?
Yeah, shout out Danny. Shout out MC Heavy Tits. Oh my god. Well, at least he's fucked with your entertainment for the time being, but we can laugh at him. He can't take our laughter. He'll never have the power over me, never have the power over anyone else. Give me that bullshit. Ooh. Oh,
And
that'd be
again,
good
I
idea.
appreciate all the support that I've gotten over the past few days.
Hell yeah. When you do come back, it'll go fast again.
Here's hoping.
Or we somehow we hit it big on YouTube and we can make the YouTube channel a bigger thing. I don't know. Or Discord. I got Discord's kind of, I don't know. I'm still getting the hang of it.
Right. We get big on YouTube and get rich. I could probably maybe not buy Twitter, maybe buy an employee to get our accounts unbanned.
Right. Hey, I'll give a blowjob for that. I'll give someone a blowjob on their bad accounts. I'll take one for the team. He's got to be clean.
You're honest about it. You're not projecting.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is like when you're like I'm not a perfect person, but I know I got plenty of fucking problems, and I just lean into it and admit it, not fucking get people banned off of Twitter because that's shit so much worse than suck my dick gets said to women constantly.
People have said worse to me. There was that tranny. Did I tell you about this tranny who said I was low IQ just for being black?
I know. I just remember the one that said monkey not too long ago.
There was that one too. And then I went at it with Lucas, though Twitter actually did do something about him. They put him in Twitter jail for I don't know how long.
And then he went and made a video.
Oh yeah, he did that whole live stream.
Oh yeah, Shane, exactly. And you know Jeff's mom and dad told him he was a special snowflake all his life, and that he ended up he ended up just being a server and a failed music career. So now he's angry and yeah, he's got to take power over a black man online. God, I bet he's so racist, really. Like, I bet he's like that, you know, the soft bigotry of low expectations, I bet comes out of his mouth like every other sentence.
Yep. He was saying it about women, like blatantly. You know, people like us, we're privy to it, so we can see it. We can catch it right off the bat, but most people don't.
We don't have that woke shit is what's weird, because once someone starts saying some of that stuff or like trying to be the bully on with that, it shuts people down so fast, you know. It shut because they're so trained that you have to be shut down by this shit, and it's like we're all like, "Fuck you!" Like, right. No, that ain't happening. Exactly, Alice.
That's right. I feel like this dude dad had never been shoved in a locker before. I think he needs it.
I'm sure he was a piece of shit too. In high school, you know.
Right.
Ugh. And then I just know the type too. I just know he's like creepily like, oh, I could give you a healing reading and maybe some trauma coaching, and we can get you through this hard time you're going through. And then he probably gets in their heads and just like it tries to be so creepy. You know, it's such a power play to be in those positions. He just wants power over people.
That's probably why he went at me so hard, because I stood up to him like, yeah, fuck you. Get on your knees and suck my dick.
I love it. I love it.
So you called on Twitter to do something about me.
Yeah. It's just, I don't understand how he's bragging about having multiple accounts, basically, and they don't do anything but you. And I don't know if I don't know, because I got banned before you, so I don't know what the fuck that's about, you know?
And it was just minutes before, too. That's the crazy part. It'd been one thing if for like an hour or two, but no, it wasn't even 10 minutes between you and me.
And it's both yours and mine. Yeah. So I didn't say much. Remember how the day before I said something like, all right, I'm going to block this guy just in case. I felt like, because I said a couple things to him and I was like, okay, this dude's crazy. And then I blocked him, but then the next day I get banned. Again, he probably has, you know, with his multiple accounts. If he's why I got banned and it wasn't for groomer, I don't know. But some people I think people can make reporting bots too, where it's just like you know, because there are all these people. I remember Hotep Jesus was even talking about this on Joe Rogan one time that, you know, with some of the social media marketing thing, you can buy to have all these accounts and like you control them, you know, for stuff. So I'm sure people can like
use bots to mass report.
Yeah.
Havoc did bring up to me because he has music on Spotify. And you notice that he has like two monthly listeners, but like thousands of plays. It's like that doesn't add up at all. So he's probably using bots for that. So it wouldn't surprise me if he used bots to mass support me.
Yeah. Just gonna see how many people did he have on his YouTube. It wasn't very many.
Oh, look at that. Havoc, he says, I don't know if y'all saw this, but apparently the SEC has asked Twitter to disclose how they calculate its users. Because there's a thing going around about how significant portion of their user base are actually bots.
I believe it, and that's why it was. So when people pay for their advertising, you know, Twitter says, "Hey, you're getting this many impressions, so you should pay us this much to advertise." Well, if all that's fucking going to just bots, that's fraud. That's fucking fraud. So I'm sure Elon was like figured something out, you know?
Right.
Man, something happened in this dude's life. How can you like know how to play music enough to where you like you record songs, but then you're just like he is starting to look like he might be starting with all the Reiki or Reiki, how the fuck you say it. Like some of his pictures, it looks like he's getting like more druggy looking, to be totally judgy. You know what I mean?
More what?
Like just druggy looking, like
yeah.
Just I don't know.
Doing a little bit too much something. I don't know.
Meth. Just that, meth, that thread totally screams some sort of upper. And I'm like, I love uppers, and I would never do that. So they must be the bad kind of uppers. Oh, Paul.
Yep.
They are. Well, you have to constantly promote yourself. Same with like comedians too. Like you have to constantly be promoting yourself. Real estate brokers as well. That's why I'm not like super busy, because I'm not narcissistic. No, just kidding. All right, I gotta find Paul's tweet.
Please put that up, because I don't have access to anything right now.
That's true. It was share screen was like being weird with my computer. Like, so if I disappear, I'll pop back in. I think I already need to get like a new computer or something. Right.
I'm on my MacBook right now.
Oh yeah, because was your other thing still broke?
No, it's working.
Okay.
I just was too lazy to go in there and deal with it. So I just opened my MacBook because it's right here.
Anyway, let's look here.
First shot, what up?
Hey, first shot. Hold on, I got my pen. Oh, yeah. Let's see. StreamYard. Again, it would be nice if Paul, our actual producer, could be doing this himself, but you know, whatever. Just kidding, Paul. All right. Twitter. Right. All right, can you see that?
This motherfucker is still claiming sexual harassment.
He doesn't know what being sexually harassed fucking is, man.
Yeah. Like I said, he's trying to mansplain it to someone who was actually sexually assaulted. So narcissistic as fuck. Hey, Twitter, can you unban the Desert Daddy and accelerate? Your policies suck, and you should stop banning people. Eventually, you're only going to be left with the bot. Oh wow, I can't read. Eventually, you're only going to be left with bot accounts. Who is going to want to buy your company then?
Nobody. But they'll have the highest ESG score, so you know.
Yep.
Stupid. Hey, CC. Oh, yeah, Paul, you should come on and you should explain your conversation with him. Hold on, I'll send you the link. If you're, I don't know, is it too late by you, Hex, or you kind of keep going for a minute?
I'm just throwing something away. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, it's coming, Paul. Why can't I get to the top? Oh. I'm not good at this stuff. I used to be, but I'm regressing.
All coming on.
Yeah, I'm sending him the link right now.
Let's go.
He was funny, but he wants to try and get him on his stream too. I'm just like, tequila. Oh, good, Alice. Yeah, we'll keep going. I'll keep taking some sips of tequila. Mommy's little helper. I'm out of gum too. Everyone catch. Oh, I haven't even added it to my broadcast yet, but I think tomorrow, Alice, we will be streaming. I think I can get everything done. So yes, we'll have our Scissor Meat Timbers broadcast tomorrow, where Alice and I get drunk.
You know, you don't have to send me.
Oops, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't have to send you the link. That's right.
Yeah, no, this whole fucking situation, and this dude is absolutely fucking crazy. Like, he thinks he's so high and mighty, and he's not. And I want to talk to the guy because I wanted to see I almost walked him into Hex to admitting he was like Hitler today. I almost had him there. I'll pull.
Oh yeah, do you want to? You can pull up those.
Oh yeah, I'll pull it up. Let me find it real quick. For some reason, I tweet a lot now.
Radix.
But I want him to come on. I genuinely want to have a conversation with you. Me and him are never going to agree on anything, but I want to have a conversation because I preach that we should all be open and having conversations. And he's so hung up on this like high and mighty, I'm an intellectual, that I just want to like fucking talk to the dude and be like, hey, you got to learn none of us are perfect, and we got to learn to live together. Like, you don't have to like the people around you. Just learn to live with them. Stop trying to censor and ban people.
Right, while you pull it up, I'm going to go pee.
Yeah, do that. Man, it's good to see you, Hex. You got to come on Saturday.
I
for
definitely
real.
will.
And I can't wait for the wedding for us to meet. God damn.
You'll be here?
Oh, yeah. We're coming down.
Yeah.
We'll be down on Friday.
Base.
Yep. I already got a hotel, so it's for reals.
That's going to be fun.
All right, here we are. So did you have a second account? Is that what happened?
Which one? What do you mean?
Because like when you came back and you were like, hey, in my thread, like it was Accelerate, but it was a different Accelerate account. I was just wondering. I was wondering how that all went down.
Oh, so it's the way I spelled it.
Okay, gotcha.
The original one is HEXCELLERATE. But
okay,
when I came back on Sunday, it was it was in the key of Hex 1, but then I changed it to HEXCEIIERATE. The I's are capital, so they look like L's with the font that Twitter uses.
Gotcha. So this is him posting his thing, which I think is hilarious. That it's like you said, it's at the very end of the fucking video, so he can't deny that he watched the whole thing. Blows my mind. All right, so I just responded to him like I was gonna stay completely out of this. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want a white knight. I didn't want to do any of that bullshit. And then like when you got banned the second time, that's where I got pissed. And when I saw that he was bragging about it, here's my response. There will come a day when the boot of censorship is on your neck, because censorship is a self-eating snake. When that happens, I hope you remember this moment when you championed and bragged about silencing your opposition. I don't like you, but I have no desire to silence you. Computer's all running shitty now. And he's like, I don't make a habit of communicating with people who repeatedly hostily sexual harassment. Get warned about it, then come back, abuse more. And I don't go on YouTube to say a bundle of sticks, which is the original word, which, by the way, Webster changed the different definition of that to the offensive term now, which I think is hilarious. And I do not create new accounts that I've been banned from doing so. My response to him is, cool. When censorship comes for you, it's nice to know you'll handle it with grace. I love how people wonder how 1930s Germany happened. People who embraced othering and silencing opposition is how it happened. Keep thinking you're perfect and that only perfect people should speak. With a gif of Hitler. Pretty proud of that, by the way.
Nice.
Because you can't get a Hitler gif on Twitter's like gif. It surprised me.
Oh.
And he's like,
did you have to like DuckDuckGo it or whatever?
Oh fuck yeah! I had to DuckDuckGo it.
Of course.
And I was for sure thought I was getting banned today. It's not about censorship or Hitler. You're upset your pal got consequences for getting caught sexual harassment.
Jesus.
First off, so everybody knows, nowhere in the continental United States is there a crime that you can be criminally punished for called sexual harassment. All sexual harassment is to get fired at from a job. That's it. There's no crime of sexual harassment.
Not to mention, that's not even what I fucking did, but...
Yeah, yeah. It's bending the words. That's what they love doing. He knew what you meant. He knew that you were telling him to fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, go suck a dick. That's what you fucking meant. And he got to report you based on sexual harassment just because the word suck a dick. And if it was the other way around and it was their side, they'd be totally fine with it.
Yeah, I was texting Force Mommy earlier, and I said I think he intentionally misinterpreted what I said.
Yeah, and that's why in this thread, he was trying to invoke an emotional reaction of me, and I wasn't gonna let him fucking do it. Like, because that's what he wanted. He wanted me to fucking cock off and say something to where he could fucking report me too, and I was like, I'm not gonna let this happen. Instead, you think you're an intellectual, and you think you're smarter than everybody in the room, so let's play this game. I'll be calm with everything I write, and we'll see who's the smartest person in this room. And he's like, by setting up an account on this platform, you already agreed to their terms of service, not yours. As Hex would say, log off. I got to give him credit. I thought that was kind of funny. That's
what he should have fucking did instead of reporting.
It's about, and I responded, it is about censorship. You don't see it that way. It's sad. Him being my pal has little to do with it. If you knew me, you would know I believe in free speech for everyone. We disagree, and that's okay. I don't want to silence people who disagree with me. You do. Free speech without this is where it really gets good. Free speech without the responsibility consequences is not free speech. It's anarchy. So just say what you want next time. It's the consequences to your behavior you don't want. It's okay. You're an anarchist. Call yourself by the right name and go from there. Be well. I said, kind of like you're free to practice whatever religious beliefs you want, but if the current people in charge don't like that religion, they can punish you and punish anyone who practicing it however they want. You see what I mean here? I appreciate the conversation. Be well. He says, that's close, but the difference is that religion is teaching you to hate gays, attack women, do harm. If that religion teaches you toxic masculinity and domination, it's time to find a new god. I said, okay. Is that me?
What?
Oh, I thought that was my mic scrambling.
It's good now.
All right. He said, okay, just to make sure I understand correctly, you would be okay with punishing anyone who believes / uses speech that you and people like you disagree with. And he said, if you want to know, he's such an asshole. If you want to know me better, seek to understand yourself. That's not the answer you may want to hear because it's harder work. But I encourage you to go in there and befriend yourself. Yeah, to go in there and befriend yourself. Love your light. Your darkness, self-discovery, that's where your power is. My response, deflection? Really? That's very transparent of you. Don't preach to me about self-understanding and hard work. You don't know me and I don't know you. I would like to offer you to change that. Would you like to do a live or pre-recorded your choice conversation with me? He says, can we put a pin in this for now? Not opposed, but I'm in the middle of 500 errands and work the day before travel. You know how it is. Let me come up for air and I'll circle back. Very Jen Psaki of him. And I said, I get it. We all have bills to pay. Let me know what works for you. My DMs are open. I doubt I'll ever hear from him again.
I wonder if those 500 errands include harassing me, because that's literally all he's been doing this fucking time.
When I get him on, my first question I want to ask him is, did you report Hex and did you report Force Mommy? I want to know if he hit the button. And then I'll go from there, and I'll have a genuine conversation with the guy. And I want to ask him the questions, how he feels about censorship, and then I want him to tell me, once we break everything down, how this is not bad. Like just trying to get rid of everybody, censoring people, stopping people from having jobs, from paying their bills is a good thought. And I'm not just saying on my side, on any side. You know what I mean? I
Right.
wouldn't want you, Hex, to try to get him banned, which I know you didn't do. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I like that's what I hate about this is like he's so high and mighty and he sticks up for all the victims of the world. But when he crosses one of these victims that he proclaims to white knight for, then fuck you. You know what I mean? His white privilege shines.
That's how they always fucking operate.
Oh yeah.
You've seen me go. You've seen it. You've seen me deal with it.
No, absolutely. I've watched you get called the N-word. I've watched people like just attack you because you don't line up with what a black man your age should be, like thinking or doing or practicing. It's this weird thing where you have your own self-thought, and like that's what makes you great. That's why everybody loves you, Hex, is because you don't take shit from anybody and you say exactly how you feel. That's why I love you guys. I love all you guys. You're my friends.
I love everybody.
Yeah. And I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm sure your
You're
fans don't want to
fine.
watch me.
Yeah, we're not doing anything. We're just hanging out.
Hanging out.
I was pumped. I took a half day off of work today, and like to find out like all this was going down, I'm like, oh great, I get to shit post online all day today.
Yeah, and then Hex called me a little bit ago, and then I was like, let's do a stream. So we did. And then I made it go to my new Twitter account so all the people there can see Hacks. And
Yeah.
What up, Twitter?
And I think it was a smart move to do the stream, strike while the iron's hot, get it out there so people know. And like honestly, Hex, I know I've told Force Mommy this, I've told Alice this. Like, as long as I have a voice when you guys are banned, my platform is always open to you. You're invited on Saturday. If you ever want me to tweet something out for you, I will literally say, tweet from Hex. You just hit me up in the Discord or any other communication way. I don't do Instagram, not my thing. I refuse to give Mark Zuckerberg any more money.
I know.
So,
Fuck. I might. Shit.
what?
I got something to do Saturday, so depending on the time you want to do this, I don't know if it'll work.
We always do it at 8 o'clock your time, 8 p.m.
If not this, I won't be able to tune in this Saturday because that's Porch Tour. So
that's fine. I hope you guys have fun. You don't have to come on. I'm just letting you know the invite is always there. You guys always have an invite on Mind the Doug Show, and I know I can say that without consulting him. Granted, he'll probably come in the chat and be like, that doesn't work for me, dickhead.
I love how in the chat today we were like, God, the F word is just so good sometimes. And I don't mean it in a bad way ever.
I'm not going to lie. I had to delete the words, go forth and procreate with yourself. And I had to delete the words, you're acting like such a bundle of sticks right now, at least 6 times throughout that conversation.
I believe it.
So, all right, I'll hop off here, guys. If you guys need me to sit in the background, like look anything up, I can jam you for you guys.
If you want, I don't know how much longer you want to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're hanging out anyways.
Yeah. I'll be in the background. Thanks for having me, guys. I see you, Adam. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
He knows how to do it himself because he's got producer privilege.
Yep.
Shoot. I'm just keep taking sips of tequila. See, I haven't even had like a whole shot yet. This is why I like doing it. But I had to get the big fucking bottle, of course. I hope he's watching and he's like, Jesus, that girl has a drinking problem.
I need that drink right now.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Well, like at least it was so cool how the guy who built the Forest Mommy thing, which I know people don't like some of the bots and stuff in there. I don't even know what that means, but he had that all built for me. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart, like I don't know, a couple months ago, and had it all built, and then. So it was perfect timing, and then we got it. It grew so fast, even though I just put it on just my newer account, not even my old account. So I'm glad for that. And then Paul for helping. Like I love that people out there just love helping people because I'm stupid when it comes to technology.
No, but you're just a great person overall.
Oh, thanks. It's all fake because I'm actually like a murderer or something, but no, just kidding.
You're secretly a Fed.
Yeah. God, I fucking wish I could use some Fed money right now.
Yeah, but like real talk, like you really are a genuine person, and
Thanks, Hex.
that's why people gravitate to you.
Thanks. I feel like it. I got nothing. And I'll be honest. I'm too lazy to be anything but me. Like, because otherwise, you gotta like, you know,
Yeah,
you got
to act up all day. What the fuck would you? Who the fuck has the time or energy for that?
no. And I'm always like, just take me or leave me. And then I found out people will usually take you. And like, just a general, maybe it's just a general social skill, but it's like you generally know how people want to be treated. So, and if you treat them like accepting and loving and whatnot, then they'll typically they see that, and they see that it's not to get anything. Like, I'm not gonna get anything. I'll be nice to most people I'm nice to. Then of course I'm gonna be nice back, you know?
Right.
I was gonna laugh about the 500 thing, the 500 things to do. That's probably how many accounts he has.
Right. Yep. Shout out to Paul, Sibling Revelry.
Yeah, shout out to Paul, producer.
Also, shout out to Havoc. He has a single coming out September 9th featuring me. Played a guitar solo over it. It's called Olympus.
Hell yeah, I can't wait for that shit.
I think he has the pre-save link up on his Twitter.
Oh, okay. Everyone check that out. Havoc. It's at Havoc, I believe.
At Havoc Music.
Oh, that's right.
Will an IP sniffer work behind a VPN? I'm not sure, actually. And as far as I know, I didn't get IP banned. So.
Oh, yeah. I think about it. I should get a VPN.
And there are a couple of people. Suffy, I think he's the one who got IP banned. And every time he's on Twitter, he has to have a VPN on.
Yeah, and the Fed showed up at his house.
Did they really?
Yeah, he had the Fed show. And he told me the story. And he's not in here, but I'll just tell it was brief. But all he did was download a movie. He downloaded a movie or a video from YouTube of something illegal that had to do with guns, but it was posted on YouTube.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, he downloaded it, posted it on Twitter. Not even him, not even his video. And then the feds showed up at his door because of it. Like, he did it, and like, what the fuck? And he's actually like, this is the sweetest, innocent, nicest guy. So, oh yeah, they just for a video he found on YouTube. It wasn't even him. So that's when he decided to kind of, and he stopped getting banned with like you know, all the goon people kept getting banned. Like, there's still a ton of people who just keep getting banned over and over. And so
he shout out to Ashley. She's been banned like 15 times now.
She has.
Her, well, Anarchy Farms.
There's Felix.
Yep.
Bunch of people. But yeah. Oh yeah, Alice. Well, Alice, do you want to just come on right now?
Not yet. I will in a minute.
Alice, I'm gonna send Alice the link in case she wants to come on.
I can do that for you if you want.
Sure, Jamie.
Oh yeah, Shorty.
I'm busy right now. You can go away.
I'm so sorry.
You want to see the stream? Or no?
Hello.
That's my sister.
Hey. Kind of want to go. If Alice is coming on.
The link's in your DM.
Look at this. Look at our Jamie. Is awesome. I would say he should come on our Sunday stream more, but he's probably too fucked up from the Saturday night one.
Yeah. You guys are my Sunday hangover cure. That's literally what I do. That's all I wait for on Sunday is your show.
It's usually my hangover cure too, because I'm like, all right, I gotta be better in at least 2 hours. I gotta pull it together. Although I've been pretty good lately. I've been good. All right, if Alice is coming on, I'm gonna go make an actual margarita.
All right, I'll try to keep the chat entertained.
Okay, be right back, everybody.
I just saw your message in private chat, Paul. I appreciate that. Depending on what happens whenever I decide to come back on Twitter, I might.
Well, as Prince Joffrey would state, I am an anarchist. So anything I can do to promote anarchy, I'm more than willing to have. I'm happy to do that. Speaking of entertaining the chat, Hex, Inquiring Minds wants to know, and it's not just me. There's a certain sect of the Sunday chat that wants to know what's the deal with the fucking shirt lately.
What you-
I can't tell you how many times all of us are like, Hex is wearing a shirt. This is bullshit. So if you wear a shirt this Sunday, we riot.
All right, fine.
Thank you. We don't have to go back to the dog days of summer when it was just underwear. We're just asking shirtless. We're not asking you to go full Monty.
Okay.
First there he is. Yeah, why wear a shirt, Hex? Oh man.
Well.
All right, I'll jump up.
Okay. It do be hot in Cleveland first shot. And I fucking wear a hoodie every goddamn morning. Because I'm usually out by 6:30 in the morning. It's usually pretty chilly still. I'm being tagged and shit on Twitter, Discord. Oh, that's what that is. By the way, y'all, if y'all could do me a favor and share this stream around so everyone can know what actually fucking happened, I would really appreciate that. Best case scenario, this gets to someone at Twitter who can hopefully fix this. I'm not going to hold my breath, but you never know.
Yeah, we gotta work our connections, but I don't have any of that. I don't need any woke idiots who work for tech companies.
If I get involved in Tim Pool, maybe they know someone I can fucking talk to about this.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited for that connection.
Get me back, Lauren.
Yeah, and that's really cool. She found you through like I wonder.
I don't know if she just saw me and decided to follow me or looked me up. I literally have no idea how that happened.
Because it's on the new account, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I legit no idea how she found me.
We're all connected. Because I was on Chrissy once with her. One of the times we went on Chrissy. And she seemed very normal and kind. That was right before she let out her oh, go ahead.
Real quick, I just wanted to hop in. Are you guys okay with handing out the Discord on this stream or no?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right.
If that motherfucker shows up, I'm gonna make him suck my dick. So
Forrest Mommy says knuckle sandwiches for the group. All right, everybody, I'll put the Discord and all the links for everybody in the description. Just give me like 5 minutes.
this is great. This is great. I'm so spoiled in life. Okay, get to today. We all caught up. Yeah.
Dennison X, if you go on Discord and just look up Hexcelerate, the number after it is the fuck is this? 5425, I think that says. Hexcelerate number 5425. It's the profile photo is me playing my bass guitar, like I had on the Twitter account that got banned over the weekend. And that is me.
Yeah, 5425. That's right. But he'll post the Discord link.
Yeah. Paul will post the links in the description. Shout
If
out.
it shows up, sometimes some links don't show up. Although I posted your Instagram and that one showed up, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they pick and choose that. Did Alice say she's probably getting ready? Oh.
How many viewers we got now?
Oh, cool, Paul. We're at 18 right now.
Some people hopped off, but that's no big
We
deal.
had 30 at one point, so maybe we should stream on Wednesday nights. I wonder if it was timing or just because of drama. I don't know.
Yeah. How many? Can you see how many are watching on Twitter?
Yeah. 1 million. No, just kidding.
I fucking wish, dude.
We're getting there. Slow and steady. We're getting there. Supposedly it just says 1 right now. There was like a 15 earlier, so I don't know if that's fresh or not. But yeah, it just says 1. Sorry.
Damn.
It's all right. It's still like a lot for us.
This guy, fuck. I just need to get the word out there about what happened, what actually happened, and not this deranged and lunatics bullshit version.
Well, he doesn't have any. He can't have any friends or anything, you know.
No, I did see that his pinned tweet. There was someone under the comments said, "Who are these incels?"
Oh, that's a good.
But that's only like one person now, and he's getting fucking smacked around by all our homies. So
he will not win. He's only made his own life worse by being a bitch like this. So,
and whatever people do to become that, don't do it, people. I don't know if it's go to college or fuck whatever people do, don't do it. Goddamn. I don't know where it is.
fuck.
Come on, Alice, where you at?
Oh, there she is. Hey, girl.
For everybody in chat, you're welcome for bringing her in at the exact right moment. Adam, if you're here, I'm sorry.
That was good. I looked up right to see that. No one liked any of his other stuff, though. Oh wait, looks like there's a couple things.
It's you like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, there was only 2 people that like came in and defended him. And I think what like really got to him is that there was a couple of us who said like we know Hex in real life, like we don't just know him on Twitter. And I think that pissed him off too. Like, ugh.
Then your claims about misogyny, yeah, that means your claims about misogyny and homophobia are null and void. Because I've actually met another Twitter mutual recently who's actually gay. He's really cool.
Oh, but I thought you hated gay people, Hex.
Oh my god, there's one guy who liked some. I'm looking at through other posts. It's a white dude, and it says in his profile, it says "more blacks" with the black fist. Like, what the fuck?
But not me though.
Oh my god!
No, not those blacks.
What did you say? Did you ask who that was?
No, I said, but not me. No, not those blacks.
No. Good lord, people are so weird.
And I'm curious who. I'm sure you did, Alice, but I wonder who else said that they know me IRL and know that his claims are bullshit. Because obviously I haven't seen everything that was said because I got banned. So.
Okay, my headphones just went.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go plug them in. They don't take long to charge.
Okay. I think that's Ashley in the chat. Yeah, they got hacks. I don't know who that is.
I know who that is.
Okay.
I know exactly who that is. Did they finally get you hacks? Yes, they did. I got nuked again on the year anniversary of me getting nuked the first time. Isn't that fucking crazy how that happened?
Yeah, that was really random timing.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, don't get yourself banned again before the anniversary, idiot. And then I went and got myself banned. Well,
we both got banned then.
No.
Yeah, I got banned too, but I'm back. Oh,
sorry. Do you think it was because of that dude that you got banned?
I don't know. I mean, I said something the day before about like how I'm gonna block him, but
just weird how obsessed he is. Like he's really, really obsessed with hacks.
Yeah, I mean, like to look up our fucking YouTubes too. Like what? You know?
I disliked all of his YouTube videos and then I blocked him. Yeah, like, and I don't know if you saw Hex, but like I said something about how I knew you in real life, and he was like telling me I'm locked in a cage, but the door is open, and I'm like, are you saying?
Man, it's just so it's just that fucking gay ass high and mighty bullshit.
And you're what? And he's like tries to be a woman savior, and then everyone's like, no, I've been sexually harassed, or I know Hex in real life, and he's like, no, you don't. Blah blah blah. Like, the fuck.
He's right, and the rest of us are wrong. Just that fucking. I need to knock this motherfucker off his high horse.
I think at the vow renewal we should take a bunch of pictures of Hex with women and post them on Twitter and tag that dude in them.
Do it.
I think that'd be funny.
Like,
Hey,
look
look
at
at pictures of us.
like, well, there'd be plenty of women you could take pictures with.
Yeah, I mean
So-
us because we're on Twitter. Well, fuck, Force Mommy isn't now, but yeah, either.
I kind of am.
Oh yeah, you are. What the fuck? I'm fucking losing my shit today, dude. It's been a long few days.
Because of this motherfucker harassing you.
Yeah, and then we'll post a picture of me around a bunch of white women, and then we'll have the caption be, "I found the white women."
Yeah, that dude is just, and it's very insulting to women that have been sexually abused or sexually harassed. And I've been both. And it's like, you're making a mockery of what it actually is to be harassed and abused.
Yep, and then slandering me when I've never done it.
Yeah. Like, he said the only reason, how did he put it? Like, said that the only reason you're like nice to women is to ejaculate to them.
Yeah, at the end of that thread.
Like, what the
Literally the goofiest shit I have ever read in my fucking.
He's like so projecting, and it's just like it's hard. It's sad that we have to give him fucking attention because that motherfucker deserves no attention. But no fuck with our heck. Sorry. Like,
it infuriated him more because people came and like stood up for Hex, and it, like, oh my god, dude. Like,
I heard that quite a few other people got banned after that whole spiel.
oh
Yeah.
really?
Pour one out for the real ones. I don't know all who got banned, but pour one out for the homies.
Motherfucker's had his account since 2008, and he has less followers than you got in one day.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck, dude? But he is, but Hex is toxic. Okay. Yeah, he's not answering a lot of He didn't answer Danny. Now, when MA responded to the quote tweet or the picture of the YouTube, and he's not responding to them for some reason.
Yeah. My mutual of mine, who I mentioned, actually was sexually assaulted. She had asked him if he had bothered to ask me to clarify what I meant by telling him to suck me off, and he never responded, never answered her. So
it's such a common phrase. Like, even women say it to other women. I mean,
yep.
because I'm like just so polite, perfect.
You got some in you where you're like, I'm gonna knock that bitch out. Al's got her in it. Al's got it in her. Love it. Ugh, God.
No.
Real quick, Force Mommy, because you set the stream up for a later date and time, I can't edit the description live, but you could do it live in YouTube Creator Studios, which I do not have producer access to.
Okay.
So
I can do anything
in
on my
private
phone.
chat, I went ahead and got all your links compiled. All you got to do is copy and paste it whenever you have time.
Okay.
Paul is on it. Shout out to Paul.
I know. So now, just hopefully my computer doesn't crash or anything. So welcome, Alice, for this Wednesday. Thanks for coming on tonight. Yeah, because I think I would have been fine tomorrow night, but I'm just gonna be stressed out this weekend with everything. Like, I don't know if you heard, my parents were gone for fucking months, and now they're coming back right before I'm having this party. And my mom's like, "Well, we'll come back a couple days and we can go to the party." And I'm like, "Mom, there's gonna be cuss words, so you're just gonna have
It's
to
not
deal
gonna
with
be. This isn't a wholesome Christian party.
No, but they'll like agree with Robbie's, and what's nice is like I have friends coming that my parents know, and my parents, when I would throw some of my forest mommy parties, my parents came to a couple of them, so there's people they'll know that are coming too. It's at the house, and you just never know. It's just like a little nerve-wracking sometimes, right? But it should be fine. Everyone's respectful, so it's all good. If I like blink out because my computer crashes, I'll be back. How was your day, Alice?
It was okay. I mean, kind of blah.
Yeah, just boring.
Well, like just because of like the news I found out Monday, and that like made me more pissed at that Jeff guy.
You're like, I'm gonna take this out on you, motherfucker.
Well, because like it was funny because it's like the person who died was like my uncle, and he was like the only person who was like ever like around like that. So like it's like makes me like value like good people and good friendships, you know? So when that dude was coming at Hex, I'm like, oh my God, dude, like just shut the fuck up. Like you have no idea you sound so fucking stupid right now, you know? Like, ugh. I kind of want to unblock him and just unleash all my anger on him.
I want to do that too. I saw him Hex either like later today, or I want to do it. I'm just nervous because he's got fucking a bitch shit ton of accounts, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't want y'all getting banned on my behalf.
Okay, I think all the links are there, everybody, by the way. Check it for me.
Well, on Twitter. I don't think I have anything like that's like I'm pretty well banned.
Cash money, mommy.
I did it. Oh, first shots, 2 beers in. It's a Wednesday night, guys. I love it. Hump day.
Actually, we're because we're leaving. We're going on vacation for on Sunday. So I was like, well, yeah, she's got shit going on and I got shit going on. So it'll give us like 2 days in between.
Maybe we'll get so shit faced on a Thursday night where Friday morning is unproductive as fuck, where we need to get shit done.
Adam, I told you Adam was so hungover Sunday after that Saturday night stream with Paul and Doug. Like I haven't seen him hungover like that in forever. In our van, he came home and sat next to me in here, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, no.
We're pretty late. Did you? I popped off. Did you? You guys keep going? You and Paul?
For a little bit, like yeah, like I was pretty lit, but I'm like, but the plan is Adam and I were going to be good because we had to finish cleaning out the basement and garage. Hex, you've seen my basement. Like we have to use that for the vow renewal, and you see how it looks right now, you know.
I have seen.
So we were like, oh, we're gonna be good, you know, so we can get up and do shit. So yeah, like I drank, but I felt fine the next day. Like I got up and drank some pop, drank some water.
I love when it works out like that. We were like, oh, I should feel bad, but I don't. All right. It's always more what gets me a lot of times is the sleep. Because if I'm up late and then I won't fall asleep. And then so I'm a little hungover, but I'm just more like tired. So then it just like adds to it half the time. But oof. I drank pretty good pretty good Saturday night too. I forget what I was drinking. What was I even drinking? Beer, I think.
I don't remember. I was drinking my
lemonade. I went to go make lemonade just now, and I'm like, oh, I have no lemonade because usually I don't drink until Thursday. I'm gonna have to get it tomorrow.
Did Adam go get it? You said he was gonna go get it.
He's going to get it.
He needs to bring Hex some whiskey or something too while he's out. Just kidding.
I got you a shot of Makers or something.
Oh.
Oh my god, we have to get so much fucking liquor for that weekend.
In the process. Oh, he's getting it now. Because you're all drunk on. Oh yeah, Doug. Well, Doug drank a little. Oh yeah, and Doug mooned us, which was hilarious.
I missed that, or I don't remember it, or I don't know.
It was slow. He like stood up, turned around.
I can bring it up if we want an instant replay.
Yeah, let's see it again. Let's see it.
Can we get that in slow-mo?
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like I missed a fun time this Saturday.
Yeah, their streams. So they do what, like a half hour or so on YouTube only. Oh, sorry.
Hour and a half to 2 hours on YouTube only. Well, no, not YouTube only. It's YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey. Whole show's on Rumble and Odyssey because it's uncensored, unedited. We can't get banned for calling people bundles of sticks, shit like that. And then, Doug mooned the crowd in the Rumble and Odyssey show.
Yeah, so he has guests come on after the YouTube part so that anything goes. So.
Oh boy.
But it's fun.
Well, Hex, you're going to be over here for my birthday / rehearsal dinner on September 10th. We can put on sibling rivalry that night after we've had some drink.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And did the rehearsal. Like, we have to actually do that.
Okay.
You'll get it done. You'll get it done.
Yeah, it's going to be like, people are going to be like, come on, let's get it done. Let's get to drinking.
Doug, I'll keep my pants on for you, Hex. Okay, yeah, don't worry. He won't moon you off. I don't even know how it happened. And I love that Doug's been trying to, like, not drink. I'm like, I'll drink and that moon does. Love it. How do we all find each other? Because we're all perfect together.
Universe works in mysterious ways.
It really does.
Well,
I'm pretty sure I found Hex first. That's how I got into this little group.
Really? Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Guns and black men. We share everything in common, Hex.
I followed Hex because he commented with like a Prince gift, and then like I saw like commenting like, and it was like on like Liberty Twitter or something like that. And then I'm like, oh my god, he's a Prince fan. Oh my god, he's into Liberty. He's from Cleveland. We're gonna be best friends, dude. That doesn't know me.
And you are.
I just and the first time I DM'd him, I'm like, sorry to slide into your DM.
I don't remember.
She said, sorry to slide in your DMs, but my husband has this fetish. Just kidding. Just kidding, everybody. They're not like that.
I wonder if Jack's supposed girlfriend has fetish.
Probably. I try to, like, I don't usually judge stuff like that, but there are people where it's like, yeah, you fucking cry and watch, motherfucker. Like, you just know there's people that are like that. Huh, Adam, huh. Oh, sorry, Flex, you need a flex. I'm not very lean right now. We're getting there. I was driving the tractor all day yesterday. Get my tractor on. Although I felt bad cutting some of the grass. There's been so many wildflowers because of all the rain we've had. And so there's all these butterflies. I'm like, we're cutting all the flowers. Oh, you got your lemonade.
Shout out to Samius Gorbo. I think that's how you say that. You can barely see that. I'm fucking blind. Who says greetings?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, everybody in the chat.
A
busy night. Wednesday nights must be like a good night to do it. We should do it once. Figure out a Wednesday night stream.
We just need some drama to add to the mix, right?
Right. And now we have the Discord. So I like advertise in Discord. And because people wanted to, they haven't seen you. Sorry, everybody. I'm making myself smell good. It's just me. So, yeah, it's a good. I'm glad well, especially when you call too. And I'm like, I know you need to like talk it out. We have to talk this stuff out, right? Like,
Yeah.
So. And that's how we came to be together. This is why I got banned. That was literally for that first stream.
The very first fucking stream. I got banned for calling someone a bitch ass nigga.
Everyone, I said the N word to Hex earlier today on the phone. But only the A. Only the A. I forget why, but I did say it. Oh, I feel bad because I don't have a black best. I mean, you're my new black best friend, basically, because I lost my other black best friend. So you're it now, man. God, I was trying to find, I have pictures of her and me that are so like beautiful, but I don't want to show her face because she works in the government, but fuck her for working in the government. So she's a judge, which I'm very proud of her. She did work hard, blah, 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 but she doesn't respect private property. And she's like a elitism chaser. I figured that out. Like, we were friends for so long, and I just like, you slowly start to figure out when people are just chasing power. You know what I mean? Like the power power dynamic. Because she was a private lawyer making a shit ton of money. She was married to a white man, then divorced him. Then she started working for the city. And then because she wanted to be a judge so bad. And then like I slowly started figuring it out. And I'm like, I don't think you have good intentions, Like, and I know I've told this story before, but at the very beginning of COVID, firstly, the very first shutdown, the initial 2 weeks, she was in Maui. She was working for Denver while in Maui with her model girlfriend. And then after that, she was writing stuff to make it so Denver, the city of Denver, because they, they were like, we have to house all this homeless people, right? That like I think all the big cities were starting to do about that. And she literally wrote like I don't even know how it works, but she wrote something into effect that if the city is in an emergency and they need your hotel room, they take your hotel room for free. And that's that. She wrote that into like being. Because the hotels were charging the city for using the hotels, as they should. But she was like, no, they're charging us a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, no, duh, dumb fuck, because anytime anyone has a contract with the government, they overcharge you. Like, duh, that's what people do.
Yep.
So
because they wouldn't fucking pay it anyway.
So that was like with all this monkeypox too, when some of the cities were doing more emergency work. All they're doing when they do those emergencies is, as we all know, they get more power. They're able to write more stuff into the laws to get more power. Was that strong, honey? Was that strong, Alice? Havoc, no. But you know what's funny is Denver. This is what's sad too, is that the hotel lobby, which hotels are private business, the hotel lobby fought or told basically the city of Denver that anybody who had Airbnbs, that they made rules for everybody who had Airbnbs too. So everybody's also fucked up and trying to control everybody for money and shit. And I fucking hate them all. I hate them all. They use the government for it, And now in Denver, you even have to get a license starting in 2023. If you do a long-term rental, like you've been renting it out for a year lease, 6-month lease, whatever, now you have to pay for a license to do even that.
Yeah, state got to get their money.
And then the people, everyone will be like, fucking landlords. And I'm like, it's just a guy who owns one extra house who like makes money for that in his retirement, and like it's like, yeah, the scummy corporate landlords, but they're different. They are the government, basically. These are just, they make things harder for the small business and people don't get it. Did you guys listen to the more recent Adam Curry on Rogan?
No, I haven't heard it.
It's good because Curry he's spot on about stuff, and he starts going into things, and of course Joe's got to be like contrarian half the time, like, so Adam starts talking about like they let fast food companies stay open, but like restaurants, which private restaurants have such a high failure rate anyways, they always have. Always.
There's a pizza place that I used to go to all the time. They just recently closed down. unfortunately.
Yeah, and so Joe's like, well, they were allowed to do takeout, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, Joe Rogan, the fast food places didn't shut down. The small business restaurants shut down because it hurt their bottom line. It doesn't hurt the fast food people's bottom line, you know? Like, but yeah, I don't know why I was even talking about that, but whatever. Hex is chilling on his couch now.
Yep.
Adam, can you come help me?
What does she need help? What do you need help with? Oh, first
No
shot.
problem.
Yeah. Sammy is. Oh, this is what's funny. Someone says, didn't Colorado send out checks for surplus tax? Yes, because we've had a law on the book since the 1990s called TABOR, the Taxpayers' Bill of Rights type of thing. Has nothing to do with Jared Polis, who is like, I'm sending out money. And it's like, you motherfucker, no. This has been happening for like, it's been always how it is. If there's a surplus, the people of Colorado get a little cash back. Doesn't happen all the time, but like, Polis was like, I'm responsible for this. And it's like, you idiot. This was put into law in the fucking 90s. Like, it's so, yeah, exactly, Havoc. It was harder for small mom and pop places to, you know, do takeout and stuff. It's just, they're not set up for it.
Did you see that thing that Joe Biden said that Black and Hispanics don't own their homes, so they can't take out loans for like school or something? And I'm just like,
Soft fiction, low expectations.
Yeah. The fuck? My parents have a rental right now. We have a Hispanic family living there, and I'm pretty sure the parents aren't 100% legal, but they work. Everyone works, and the people who we have on the lease are the son and daughter, the older son and daughter. So it's going to help their credit bill, which I don't believe in the credit system either. But it's like, that's how you help people. That's like, we all had to rent shit at first, unless you were able to buy something right away, right? Like, oh, they just make, fuck these white liberals, man, because they're like, it pisses me off because it makes me look bad looking like a basic bitch, suburb bitch. I'm like, I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
Of course, mommy is based. She's not like the rest of these fucking wine moms.
No.
so when we went to that party a few weeks ago, it was like, it's mostly Black and Puerto Rican people there. And you know, it's like, well, you guys, like, you're not like other white people.
Can't confirm.
And guess what? You're not even like, and it's because you're not like a savior. Like, it's such a, like, you're just cool. Like, you be cool with people. Wow, you treat humans like humans. It's the weirdest fucking thing. I don't know.
It's a crazy concept. And I try my best not to judge people. Like, you have to be, and it's not that I'm gonna think like, oh, you always make great decisions, you know, or like, it's okay, girl, be a psycho bitch. Like, not like that, but like, people make mistakes. People go through hard times. I've made huge mistakes in my life. I just don't live in them. So as long as you're somebody that, like, yeah, maybe you mess up or whatever, but you pull yourself back together. Like, but like, people that are just like, I mean, I'm just saying, you have to be a really shitty person for me to like just absolutely not like you.
Right, because you look into someone, you like them for their individual self. That's why probably we're all attracted to each other. That's probably for why the last 10 years of my life I was friends with all these trans people, and like, some of them yes, some of them no, because you get to know people for who they are as individuals, and that's what matters. And like, we've just taken such a hard turn. Oh, that's another thing Adam Curry said. He's so pissed off about this, like, it's not the LGBT community, blah blah blah. Like, there are communities that people choose to have. You like but they say there's like the Black and brown people community, and you know, like, it's so
Fuck that shit, dude.
yeah, like, it's so dumb.
They expelled me.
Oh yeah, you're not Black because you didn't vote for Biden. So, but
Well, it's not even just that. It's just anything really. Like, you don't vote Democrat at all. You, for a while, it was like, if you listen to rock and metal and Black, you weren't Black. I remember dealing with that in high school, which that isn't really a problem anymore, but it's like shit like that. And it's like,
Weird.
it's
Rock
like, well,
was
fuck it. Why the fuck do I want to be a part of this quote unquote community?
that treats you bad. You're like, I'll
Yeah.
choose my fucking community who I like. There are gonna be people I fucking like.
And then if you go fuck it, I don't want to be a part of you anyway. They'll call you a traitor anyway, and it's like you can't win.
You're a coon. Then you're a coon.
That's why you just
Almost.
don't play the game.
I can say that because I look like a liberal. Liberals are allowed to say that. They're allowed to say
Or
that
they
shit.
they were saying that Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
Woo!
Like I have a hard time even saying the N with the A in a nice way. And there's these people online like coon, Uncle Tom, monkey, all these terrible things. And I'm like, but I thought you're like black, and then they have Black Lives Matter and they're fucking things. Jesus Christ. Drive me nuts. Oh, I gotta keep up in the chat. You guys are killing the chat. Jimi Hendrix.
It's the golden shot.
It's like a combo. Uh-oh, did we lose you? Are you there, Hallis? Yeah, you there. You froze up a little bit, but
Got a fancy glass tonight. No funnel drink. I got the
cheers.
I don't want to knock mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That happened.
too.
Moon cricket? Have you ever heard of moon cricket, Hex?
Moon cricket?
Yeah. Oh, I guess
That is vaguely familiar.
is it white people or black people, Doug?
I'm not sure. I do feel like I've heard that term before.
Moon cricket is the best black slur. I don't know if that's towards black people or towards white people. I made a post today about like Havoc. I love the whole like you're a bigot, so I'm gonna be bigoted towards you and say everything like they totally. And I was like, I didn't post about. We've talked about this many times. I'm sure that hater bitch is watching, but like when she was like, everyone in the Mises Caucus is racist bigots, and I was like, how am I a racist bigot? And she's like, you're a boring white bitch. And I'm like, isn't that bigoted to say? Like, is it that bigoted? I don't know.
And these are the same people who helped out Maj Toure when he ran for a seat on the Philly City Council. People forget that.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I get, you know what? It's like, I think there will be bigots and shit and people in my community, but like, if they're not actually doing something about it, I'm like, like, if they're not like being mean to people in public or like doing something terrible through the government about it, then who the fuck cares, you know? Oh, Doug. God, this is terrible. It sounds like a special needs person came up. Oh, that's what he said. I don't even know who does that moon cricket insult.
It's supposed to, apparently it's against black people, but I'm not entirely sure what exactly it's referring to.
They're like, you're black like a cricket.
Like, I don't know. I don't get it. There's some more context that I'm missing.
Paul, Jamie, are you still there? Can you look up moon cricket?
I'm sorry. I was moon cricket. Got it.
And Paul, don't feel like you have to stay forever. Like you do, you boo.
I'm doing back end stuff so that you actually have like a real show, like ending and stuff like that.
Oh my God, are you doing work?
I sure am.
I love it. I'm gonna get.
Okay.
Like I said on Saturday, you guys aren't having sex with me, but I will definitely kiss your cheeks. So.
What's up? I don't even want the sex. The kiss is way more enticing.
Praise.
All right, so moon cricket. We want the definition. Is that what we're going for?
Yep.
Yeah, like where it came from.
Yeah.
Share screen. According to the most trusted source, Urban Dictionary, moon cricket is a derogatory name for African Americans. Originally described slaves as they would get together at night and sing under the moon, aka also known as a Shane, also known as a YB. I went down to Walmart today and saw at least 23 moon crickets.
Fucking Christ. That's bad. Holy shit.
So we good?
Yeah, thanks. You know what's funny is so my mother was an elementary school teacher for a while, and if you would look at her, you'd be like, "Oh, she's a Trumper, MAGA, racist bitch." But she's not. But she's just from a different generation, right? But I remember when she was a teacher. You know, all these teachers complain about spending their own money, and I'm like, teachers have always done that because there's something else they want to add to the add to the thing. And I remember my mom in our school, like they taught about slavery and how bad it was, but they didn't like go into depth. And we went to this like educational bookstore one time, and she found this really cool thing, and it was called Follow the Drinking Gourd, which I guess with the Underground Railroad, the drinking gourd is the Big Dipper. So like there was this whole like lesson plan set about like how these people were escaping, and like there was a song, and it was so beautiful, and it was such like a good lesson about community and like how you can like give tips without say like they said the drinking gourd, because you thought a drinking gourd was like they would scoop out a gourd to be a spoon back in the day, and so that's what looked like the Big Dipper, and so that was like part of the Underground Railroad stuff. And I was like, my mom looks like the biggest racist bitch ever, and she was teaching that shit. Like, and it was very pro, you know, slavery's bad. So, I loved it though. There was a whole song. I still remember, because you know what, you remember songs from when you're young. It was like follow the drinking gourd. Like I'll never forget it. Like I loved it. Such a good lesson. Anyway, sorry. I guess I'm apparently drunk already. So
We good. You good?
You guys are in the future, so whenever you need to go, you let me know, because it's only 7 o'clock here. I got all night. Yeah, Adam. And so when I worked with I worked in a memory care unit for a while, and that was an amazing job, because I worked in a memory care unit, but I wasn't like one of the nurse type people. I was activities. So I had to like entertain people who had no brain left. Like, and the most amazing thing was some of them would be like super vegetative, you know, and they're older. And I would turn on music. There's a lot more folk songs back then that people remembered as kids, because there wasn't as much technology and stuff, right? So there would be a couple that would be so vegetative that they like barely participated. They just kind of like shuffled around, which, dear God, kill me if I get to that point. And they were like, I would turn the music on, and they would literally perk up, and they would start singing. They wouldn't have said a word to me, and like they can't talk, but they would start singing these songs. It's really amazing how music affects our brain. So like, get folk songs into your kids and stuff, because it's important for when they get Alzheimer's. It's a big deal. And I learned all the like big band music. I love that job so much, because it was like, just try to bring joy to people who like are having a real bad time. They're not having a good time, you know. Like, a couple of them kind of work, because they're just like happy because they don't know what the fuck's going on. This one lady, it was a locked unit, so you had to like push a doorbell to get in, because they would escape. Some of them, they would try to escape sometimes. Like, it was sad. They would sundown. This one lady, Audrey, I will always remember. She was young. She was older. I mean, she was in her elderly, but she was still strong. One time, she would always sundown at lunch, and like, she'd be fine all morning, kind of participating, and then eventually she would be like, "Where am I? What is going on?" Which, can you guys imagine? Oh my God! It's sometimes she would go out in the yard and like pull a bench over to the fence, like she's gonna crawl over the fence and stuff. It's like, oh my God. So there's a ding dong, and this one lady would always go, "Avon calling," like she's from that generation of like, ding dong, Avon calling. She would say it every fucking time. Loved it.
Fucking Avon. So much Avon.
What?
Did you see Adrian Curry is selling it now? Do you know what Adrian Curry is? She like won the very first America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, I know she married the Brady Bunch guy.
For a minute, yeah. And then they were on all this reality show, and she's actually pretty base. And then I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you have a big following, you might as well do an MLM, because you get these bitches to sign up for it no matter what.
Yep. Fuck MLMs though.
Yeah, fuck them, honestly. Like, I hate being in real estate because it's like luckily my business isn't structured like that, but that's like all of them are structured like that, and I hate it. The uplines and shit. A porch black statue with a lantern. Well, is that the Sambo? So was that where Sambo statues came from? Was that part of the Underground Railroad stuff? I mean, I know it's a slur now.
What, Sambo?
Yeah. Remember? Because that's what Lucas called you, right?
Yeah. So when people say Uncle Tom, there's like a story. It's like the story of Uncle Tom and something else. When people say Uncle Tom, what they really should be saying is Sambo.
Uncle
did
Tom's
Sambo-
Cabin. I'm sorry. I just wanted to hop in. Uncle Tom's Cabin was a book about
That's what it was.
what it was
I
like
read-
being a slave, like a live-in slave, inside the house. Like you were treated like one of the family, and that's where the term. That's why anybody who empathizes with any black man who empathizes with a white person is called an Uncle Tom. Good book, by the way.
I remember learning about that even in elementary. We didn't read the book, but I remember they talked about it. That there was this book called Uncle Tom's Cabin about the plight of like slaves that were to some extent. But the Sambo, isn't the Sambo like what they have? I've seen these even in Colorado because there's a lot of fucking horse farms out here. And it'll be like a little black jockey holding the lantern, I feel like. But
Is that
I
a
don't know. I don't know. I only know basic racism. I keep adding tequila to my margarita mix. I
It
love
ain't
it,
even
you guys.
Thursday, and you're already getting wasted.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be good tomorrow. I'll be good tomorrow. I'm glad that Alice jumped on.
I'm gonna be good till next Thursday after this.
Okay. Very good.
Because Saturday we gotta get shit done. Because somebody went and got all drunk last Saturday night.
Love it. Go ahead, Alice. He says, I only know basic racism.
That's funny.
I'm not. Colorado's not like I mean, in my graduating class in 2002, there's a lot more black people that live in that county now, but like there was 5 black kids out of 500 maybe, but there was a ton of Hispanic, and like it's just diverse in a different way because it's rural and all that, but nobody was racist. Like people, even my parents grew up in Chicago during the race riots, and even they're not race, they were like, okay, this is a little crazy at the time, but like they're not like, people aren't racist. The only people who are racist is the fucking people who think like black people can't become something, or like the CRT shit. What?
Like
Jack? Oh yeah. Jack off. I hope Jack off is still working. Joffrey. You know what's so weird? I had a dream about Sarah Jessica Parker last night. That's fucking weird. And this is a weird connection, but she was in the Strangers with Candy movie, and Strangers with Candy had a character named Jeffrey. Sorry, I connected that way too fast. That's weird. It was kind of a fun dream. But cat's pussy. Anyways. And then my sister lived in Virginia Beach for a while, and so she had her first 2 babies out there. And their whole block in Virginia Beach they were pretty much the only white people, because there was a lot of Filipino, Black, Haitian, like there was a lot of different people because it's just more diverse on the East Coast, And they had this one lady named Grandma Lolo. And they invited me to the July 4th barbecue. They invited my white ass to the July 4th barbecue. And her daughter was like, his name was Joffrey. Oh my God. Have you seen Game of Thrones? His name was Joffrey. Oh, that's something, Paul. That was a good connection. Anyways, my favorite thing about being invited to the barbecue was they would say my legs were nice. These girls were like, "Oh, you got nice legs." And I was like, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." And Grandma Lola would always say my niece always had nice thick thighs and a booty, even when she was like a tiny little toddler. And Grandma Lola was always like, "She's got nice legs." I fucking loved it. I loved it. And Marquise, her son. But then they moved to Colorado, and it's just definitely much less diverse out here, especially where they're living. But it's changing over. It is what it is, you know. So I talked about that land conservancy I work for, and they were like, "Well, we need to have a more diverse board," and I'm like, "You can't force that shit. You can't be like, hey, we're looking for like non-white people who care about land conservation." You know, like it's just so you can't be like that. And that's how they are. And then they discriminate against me anyway, so fuck them. In my opinion, fuck them. They lost me. They lost this.
They're lost. I
have to be. That's Allison Adam shirt. We need a thick Adam shirt, and I have to pee. Yeah, Hex. I know you don't watch any of the Thursday night streams, but it's literally me and Alice going back and forth like, I have to pee.
That's funny.
You can, if you're bored, don't feel like you have to stay. But if you're good, you can stay too.
I can stay. I got nothing to do.
Well, it's 9 o'clock by you. It's not too late. What time do you have to leave for work in the morning? Because I know you like walk and stuff.
I am out the door by 6:30.
Okay.
Usually up by 5, or I try to be.
Yeah. Because you don't have to take a shower and put makeup on and all that business. Like us white girls have to do.
All right. I'll be back in a few. I would DoorDash some food, and I'm about to go get it.
All right. See you in a bit.
I'll be right back.
Paul will be on it if you're going out and in. Or if
I was gonna say you want me to hop on until
you
back from peeing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're always welcome to have. I feel weird that you're not on anyways, and you're just like in the background.
Well, I'm doing things.
That's
I'm
true.
synergizing this stream for you.
You're doing work. I love Havoc's praise, Paul. I love it.
I'm really digging it too. I love it. Thank you, Havoc. I appreciate it.
He gets it. He gets it. I just am thankful for like you and then Libertarian Squirrel who built the Discord. You guys saw something in me, and you're like, I'm gonna help. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think you're fantastic. I think your content, the chill, nothing really planned, just go off the cuff, and you're hilarious. Hex is hilarious. Alice is
Everyone
hilarious.
likes me. Everyone likes me.
You're all right. You're all right.
Can you believe we're gonna meet each other in like less than a month?
I'm pretty pumped about the whole scenario.
Me too. Like
Especially
it's just
now,
like religious almost.
Oh, I don't know about all that, but you know.
Well, not like religious.
Pretty fucking
like,
tight. Yeah.
Yeah, like just the ooh.
So next time somebody gets Hex banned, I can say he's my real life friend, dickhead, not just my internet friend.
Exactly. That's what's sad about that dude too. Is like that's what's really sad is that people are like, I've met him in real life, and he didn't, and he wanted to like mansplain. These people just annoy me because they're so obvious how they're projecting, and they double down. I've been dealing with trolls all my internet career, and it's just like it's so annoying when they just when you like call them out, and they're like, they just keep double down, you know.
Alice, you okay?
It's strong. It's just strong.
She's got that like 70-year-old man who's been at the bar whiskey face. You know what I mean? That like does a shot just.
Like Mr. from Three's Company. Smooth. Do you remember that show?
I do remember that show. John Ritter. That was his vehicle.
All right.
That was a show.
It was a good show. Have you guys seen there's a guy who has a Twitter profile called Mr. Forest Mommy. I don't know if you've seen him. It's not the actual Mr. Forest Mommy. But he always brings up
I'm not gonna lie. I do want to meet Mr. Forest Mommy.
Oh,
I
you
just
guys
want to
will
shake
love
his hand.
him. You guys
I know.
will love him. I love
I
him.
have a feeling we would all get along really, really well.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I've never seen him, talk to him, I just heard stories. And
I'll
he's
send you a
with
picture. I'll send you. Do you want a picture or do you want to be surprised?
I mean,
I'll
I love
send you a picture.
spoilers. I love spoilers.
I'll send a picture. I'm gonna go get more margarita mix. So can you guys hold it down for a second?
And realistically, he's the unsung hero of the Forest Mommy universe.
That's what I say all the time. I'm like, oh, so Kyle was on Sunday, and he was like, he started to say, he's not here. I love you, Kyle. He was like, I could teach you a thing or two about getting a long-lasting relationship, and I was like, I'm at 13 years, honey. And then he didn't know that I've been in a relationship this whole time. And I said, I'm like, the only reason I am me is because of Mr. Forest Mommy.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about any of that bullshit. Nobody really cares. He was the guy who held the camera during the Sparkler video. That's the greatest contribution to humanity I've ever seen in my life. And nobody knows what he looks like. And nobody knows his name. Just in the background, being a hero. Alice, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Why does your hair look longer tonight?
Probably because it's straightened and I have it slicked back in a ponytail. That's probably why.
Looking good. Looking good. It looks lighter tonight, too. I don't know why. In that room, your hair looks blonder than it does anywhere else.
Yeah, it's going to be even blonder because I'm just slowly going back to the blonde. I want to look...
As always, Paul.
Thick boy Adam. Yeah, I'm thinking about dyeing my hair blonde and like getting it done for the wedding. Like I wanna dress for success for this thing, you know.
I want to look like a sexy blonde bimbo at the wedding.
Yeah, I get it. I want you to. I support that decision. Big fan. God, it's gonna be so hard for like all of us not to yoke and joke when your family's there. I'm literally just gonna want to cut loose, and I'm gonna keep looking over at like the mutants on table 9, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go talk to him. Hey, I'm Alice's not streaming friend. Who are you? Are you her aunt? Yeah, okay. We don't stream together. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
All my aunts are dead.
Well, that got dark quick.
Except one, and she won't be here. But my first cousins are like a lot older than me. Like one of my first cousins was having a baby when my mom was pregnant with me.
Okay, so one of your cousins is a female.
Most of my cousins are female.
Score. Are they married or divorced? Or single? I mean, I know that's an option, but
married, widowed. Okay, I'm gonna try and turn my headphones on, guys.
Okay, do your thing.
Let's see what happens.
I'll fade into the background.
No, you can stay on. You don't have to fade. I know you're working on stuff, but
I mean, I can stay. I can do whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Nobody wants to look at my mug.
Shut up.
They're like, "Who's this bald bearded dude?"
That's like every guy on the internet.
And why is he taking up so much space on the screen with the two hot chicks there? And Hex's empty screen. I love that Hex left the camera on while he's
getting his food. I love it. Uh-oh, Alice got frozen, it looks like.
Oh, she's connecting to Bluetooth. You gotta calm down.
Oh, that's right, because you gotta put the things on.
Yeah. That, and for anybody who wants to commit a crime and make Alice fingerprints, this is your time.
God, that's true. Like they probably do have technology that can do that, don't they?
I don't know if she.
Oh.
And she's got. And then
yeah, she's gonna have to connect them and then probably pop back on. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Paul, for being Jamie tonight. Once Forest Mommy pops off, man, we're in it to win it. You know, we're a dream team.
Elon Musk just cut me off when you said thank you, and then I'm sure you just said a whole bunch of nice things, but I didn't hear them.
I said, can you hear me now?
I can totally hear you now. I'm back.
I said, thank you, Paul. Like once Forest Mommy really, really pops off, we're all, we're the dream team right here.
Hey, $5 and a sandwich. When you can make it happen, I'm here for life.
Cash App Forest Mommy, and I will share the wealth. We really are almost monetized, and that's when I'm like, I know first shot, I'm First Shots better fucking give me super chats, or I will block him. I will block him. if he does.
I think $5 minimum for a flex for first is fair.
He has
Once
to
you
ask
become
his
that big.
wife. He'll have to ask his wife first, though.
That she gets the credit card bill every month. What is this charge to YouTube flex for first? I'm thinking about starting my own fitness brand, woman. Just let me have the money.
Oh, there she is. Did you see her? There you go. This is so fun. I have a producer. And I have like all these co-hosts. This is the Forest Mommy Dream Team. It's my two regular co-hosts and my producer.
You know what some people might call it?
What?
Shit's getting weird.
We need to put it on it needs to be that needs to be on a hoodie. I would wear that hoodie, no problem.
When I first said it, like this is what I was thinking. That was what was in my head.
A hoodie.
Yeah, that I think that would look great on a hoodie. The thing is, if you do a red hoodie, I gotta adjust it to make it outline.
No, I was
like
picturing
a black
hoodie.
That would look good on a black hoodie. I want to do white outlines for black hoodies. Before you start making anything, consult me, and I will we'll change it around.
I will consult people because I will do a terrible job. So, I mean, I have bought some stupid swag for my real estate company before, so it's like I'm not doing that again.
What kind of swag did you get? Did you get like the standard fare, like the stress ball and pens? And
No. I had pens. And then back in the day when I had a car, I used to have the magnets on my car, but I don't have the cars you can't stick magnets to anymore because they're all aluminum or whatever. But
were they the typical realtor like pictures of you, like dressed up like Hillary Clinton doing the straight up behind the elementary school background?
My my original one was, I have a new one now, but I just took it like last year, so it's new. So. But the original one he did do a lot of photoshopping to it. So,
Show Hex the image. He missed it. Hex, are you looking?
Yes.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Did you see the thread I posted with, because one MA made something for me too.
You're going to ask him if you saw the thread you posted yesterday on Twitter? You have no heart, woman.
Me? I don't know.
You're asking Hex if he saw the thread on Twitter?
Oh, no, not Hex.
Why are we having this stream?
No, I wasn't technically saying Hex. I should send him, but one MA made me a cool little design I want to put on, I think would look cool on trucker hats. And then Otter, which I know a lot of people don't know Otter, but he's a graffiti artist. And so he's actually graffitied Forest Mom, which is pretty fucking cool. But then he actually made me, I showed these last time, those ones. He made those for me. And that'd be, I think that one would be the one in the front, the FM and that pink one. That'd be perfect on a beanie. That'd be easy to do.
I dig all of them because if you really blow up, you can have 3 different lines. You can have like the youth line with the graffiti one. You can have like the classy wear line with the tree one. And then, of course, the Forest Mama Universe one. That's for nerds.
I'm just saying. Like, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Yes, Cyborg. Yeah, Brian's in my chat. Yeah, their Otter's awesome. Brian? I love Otter. I love 1MA. 1MA's been funny because he's been very, I don't think he's in here. Is 1MA, are you still in here? He was trying to bait Joffrey a minute ago or an hour ago. 1MA was like, he's being really sus of people too. 1MA even was kind of sus of me for a while because like once I hit like 18K on the Desert Daddy account, it just like, it like went crazy. Like there was just like, I gained like 2,000 followers in like a week. He was like, what's that about? And I was like, I don't know. It just happened. And then, so he's been doing these really long spaces. And he's like, if you don't talk to me at least for a second in a space, you're a fed. So. For sure.
1MA's been doing spaces?
Yeah, the spaces. 1MA. That's how I got to be friends with 1MA too, is through the spaces, and then I had him on here a couple times too. But
yeah, I loved him on here. He just seems like one of those just really down to earth, like
he's an Uncle Tom, like everybody. Like he's fine. No, but he's the same shit. He's like all of us, and every time I get in a space, it'll be so fucking diverse, like women, men, and then racially diverse. And I'm like, and none of us forced it. You know, all of us found each other on Twitter, blah, 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 and none of us forced it. And it's always so naturally diverse that I'm like, fuck these stupid people. Like, just be cool. And people, like, you don't have to force diversity. It's so dumb.
And if you don't like somebody, that's okay. And you don't have to be a dick. Like, trust me, there's people I don't like on Twitter that I'll, like, see a lot, you know? I don't say anything.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a dick.
You
But
don't
I don't know.
try to fight.
Maybe you'll catch me in a mood.
When people are racist towards Hex, and then Alice will come out swinging every time. I love it.
It just, like, it pisses me off, like, so because my parents own a convenience store, and like the convenience store that they owned like served lunch and stuff. They had like a little deli and they had chili, soup, and sandwiches. And then like so you get like such a diverse crowd in there. You know, you get your locals getting their groceries, but then you get like people coming into town to do work. So like I grew up like knowing gay people, knowing a person to this day. I have no idea if it was a man or a woman. I don't care. My parents never like said. I'm like, you know, like I don't know.
As a kid.
Yeah, and like we had like so many different people come into the business, black people, white people, and like my sisters went to a private school, and the private school they went to, there was a lot of black families there, you know, and most of those families come from very like strong family units, you know, going to this like all girls Catholic school. Like they never like looked at black people or anybody that way where I ever thought that they had to have like certain views. You know what I mean? Like I just never looked at people like that. And there are times like I've seen racism, you know, like one of the fucking things I say to Adam is part of the reason that you did get like a lot of like young angry liberal kids or whatever, as much as Republicans want to say they're not racist, this, that, and the other thing. Like I grew up with a Southern family that still lived in the Southern area, and like, dude, like my aunts would say shit like, he's pretty smart for a nick, like with the hard R. They would say stuff like, oh, they're black, but they're really smart. You know what I mean? So, like, I thought by this day and age, like, we wouldn't be there. And it's the exact people that, like, growing up, I thought were, like, on my side in that aspect. Like, we shouldn't look at anybody that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there are different cultures. And I think what's sad about like how like some like Republicans and conservatives look at black culture, they'll look at it like, oh, what, gangbanging and stuff. And it's like, no, that there is a different culture. Like when I went to my friend's church and it was a black church,
you were singing and dancing. You were dancing.
Yeah, it was a funeral. People passed out, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that lady okay?" And one of the guys said to me, "He's like, oh, you've never been to a black funeral service before, have you?" He's like,
"It's true, though. It's true.
It's different. The culture is different. You know, it's like it just boggles my mind. Just like I can see the difference in my mom's side of the family compared to my dad's side of the family. So, like, I don't think there's there is some white culture you can talk about. Like when you guys come to my vow renewal, you're going to hear some white fucking music. Like, we're going to Footloose. We're going to Sweet Caroline. Like, I get it, but, like, the traditions one side of my family practice were different than the other side. There's not really like a white culture. There's just like traditions that have been carried on from like the different European countries you come from. You know, like my dad's family used to do like this pickle on the tree and that's like a German thing.
Yeah.
You know, and then like my Polish family like loved polka music. We ate a lot of sausage and potatoes. That sausage gave me the shit, but it was goddamn good. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
I fucking eat it. Even my grandma's very from a Sicilian, and then my uncle was the mayor of the town, so the funeral was out of control. But we had an Italian family, and then there was two sides to this funeral home, and there was an Irish family having a funeral on the other side. They had all the booze. The Italian side, what did we have? We had food. We had food like a motherfucker, man. Like we had all the food. It was so awesome. Like, and Italians drink too, but like it was just funny to see. Like they had brought into the little kitchen all this liquor, and we had brought in fucking like trays of masticholi and manicotti and like all this food. Like there are different cultures, and I feel bad because like I like hate some of my cousins are way more Italian than me, and I'm like, fuck you. Like I'm like, it's not fair. It's not fair. I want to be more Italian, but I'm like the fucking blonde giant over here. So that's what.
Yeah, and like a lot of people don't realize like how different like people are about religion in white families. Like my grandfather was pissed when my mom married my dad because he was Protestant.
Yeah.
But he was fine when she was dating that Catholic mobster because he was Catholic.
That's how my great grandpa was a wine runner for Al Capone. We have a huge mausoleum right next to Al Capone. And my grandpa said, I don't want anything to do with this gangster bullshit. So he married my grandma, who she wasn't full Italian or Sicilian or anything. And they were like, that's what got him like kicked out. Like he got kicked out, because he was like, she was white as fuck, just like his ass was white as fuck. Like, it's just funny. Like, but she wasn't Italian. So. And she cooked like a she picked it up just fine. So it was fine, but it's funny how they are like that. Even black cultures are differ from each other. Like that's what's so stupid about people who like put everything into a fucking box. It's like
on that point.
Wait, we need to let the black man talk. Hold on.
All right, so guys, what I was gonna say was, you meant Hex.
No, but to that point, I have heard a lot that like black people that actually come from like Africa or Haiti or Jamaica or whatever don't like black people who were born here in America, which I don't know.
I can see.
Well, they're very Americanized.
Yeah.
No, my friend who I was talking, my ex best friend, black friend, she was technically first generation Jamaican. She was a first generation Jamaican, which is how she got all her law school paid for and stuff, which that's fine. Use whatever loops you can. But like, yeah, she was definitely different than I would say from like other black people I knew that like were from more Americanized black people. You know what I mean? Like,
what part of Jamaica was she from?
I'm not sure. And we're not friends
beach,
anymore.
Boy.
Oh, yeah, she was. And like her grandma died. Like, she was definitely Jamaican, and her mother and her father brought her here. And like, she's smart. She did great, but she married two white men. So
at the same time?
Well, no. No. This is the funny part too. So she's a black immigrant, female lawyer, and when she divorced her first white husband, he didn't work much because she was working private, making a shit ton of money. So this black immigrant black immigrant female lawyer had to pay her white husband alimony. And I'm like, that's equality, bitches. That is equality right there. Like, boom. And then she married another white dude too, which is funny. But I don't think they're together anymore, actually. So this is a little weird. Because he was super anti-government, and he still talks to me on Instagram sometimes. And I'm like, are you guys still married? But I haven't asked that yet. But I'm like, are you still married? Because you're super anti-government and she's a judge. So, like, what's the deal now? I don't know. We'll find out. She was, and she had a bunch of friends If you guys ever, well, I shouldn't drop names, but there's a lady who's on some random afternoon show I would see at the nail salon. That was her friend. And
I was like, "Fuck you, Susan." No.
she dropped her. That was a black girl too, and she dropped her. And then like all these people dropped her, and then I finally was like, "Oh, I think I understand why all these people are dropping you. You're not a good person." So, boom. Sorry.
Hey,
And she
guys.
didn't send me my blanket. Okay, this is what actually pissed me off.
Which one is that?
That's Boots. She's like, the lights are on, Dad. Normally he has beer. I don't see beer. This is bullshit. Dad.
Hey,
give me beer.
Boo. I'm gonna meet you one day.
I,
Your dad.
first
My
shot.
dad.
I think to talk to people in spaces that are over in like the Dubai and stuff. They're black people who have immigrated there to like get a better life and stuff. I
Isn't
don't
me tell
know.
you-
that really expensive place that like rich people go to on Real
Dubai?
For a vacation, yeah.
Let me
Isn't
tell
that-
you.
Housewives always go.
Let me tell you about Dubai.
Tell me
The
about
maj-
Dubai.
The majority of the UAE looks like the fucking Nevada desert.
Yeah.
And then you get lost on the coastline, keep driving, and then you hit Dubai. And they literally, it's literally an oasis. The tallest building in the world is there. Like
the hotel,
it is-
that hotel, right?
no, it's an office building.
Oh.
The
But they
hotel,
have that weird
that's the
hotel.
biggest they have the biggest hotel
Yeah.
too. Like
Ugh.
there is so much money. It's literally like New York in the middle of a desert. It's just so much money. Everything's extravagant. They built a massive building to build a ski slope, and then they were like,
Yeah.
let's just put a mall around it, so people can go skiing.
And
in the
they
fucking
built
desert.
like an island. They built like an island that shaped,
Islands.
like, yeah, they like build
Islands.
the island.
Their
And
cops
then
drive Lamborghinis too.
Yeah.
every time I see a Maserati out here in Colorado, it is always a Middle Eastern person. It always is. And that is not racist. That is just a fact. I am just telling you that they have a lot of fucking money.
I have literally spent months in Dubai, and all I can tell you is a lot of money's going around. They have some okay, massage parlors. Catch my drift? You know what I'm saying?
I
You
know a
get
lot
it?
of white girls who went there with friends. And I was like, okay,
Yeah,
they're
it's-
your friends.
It's a weird
don't you
town.
love it when certain friends go on those trips and try to act like they're not doing what they're obviously fucking doing?
Whoa,
And
Alex,
I don't judge. I don't judge.
I feel like you thought that was
but-
my purpose there. I was there because the
No,
military
you're.
had me be
Well,
there.
I knew you were. No, I know you weren't there. I was saying like I've had girlfriends, especially through some communities I've been a part of, that they'll be there all the time, and I'm like, well, I know why you're there. Like I know why you're there right now, and that's fine. Free market capitalism, baby. Make that money. It's all
Yeah.
good.
But I honestly don't know how I keep finding all these people because I always felt like I was such a clean turkey.
You're not.
We got some bad news.
I mean,
Alex.
you are, but you're not.
I said to Adam the other day, like, we were joking around, and I'm like, I don't know how I know all these dirty turkeys. And Adam's like, you are the company you keep, honey.
Well, and you're accepting, and you're like, and then it's funny when you're accepting of people who are like, and then they don't. I don't want to push any shit on you because you're like, my life is fine, and I don't have to worry. You know, when people like equally.
No, but there
go-
are there's people that are pushy, and there's people that are not.
Yeah.
Only like 3 people have annoyed me with that.
So, first, Doug and myself? Or is your husband on that list?
Oh no, I mean,
He knows people in real life.
Wow, that was
But
a
even-
Windows 95 moment, Alice.
But even that, like, it's just when people are pushy of any lifestyle, it's like, fuck off. Don't be pushy of any life. Like, live your life with the people who choose to live that life, and then you can like people for this part of your, like, that's how I've always been. I don't know. I got
Well,
attacked on my Instagram by the Denver Swinger Crew this week, so whatever.
you're a
And then
bad swinger.
Well,
You're
I should say the medical Denver Swinger Crew, which I never really liked anyways because they're pushy and rapey anyways. But like,
Oh my god, that's so crazy. Adam, think about that couple that we met that was pushy. One of them was an EMT, and the other one did some other kind of medical thing, and they were pushy. And the one was like texting one of our friends like some seriously dirty shit, and I'm like, dude, like she's not into that kind of shit, like. But that dude wasn't like that. Dude would be a little weird towards me in person, but he never like said anything to me, and it's because my husband is much more manlier than the other dude.
There was one dude
His
this week.
girlfriend was trying to hook up with Adam. I was like, no, I don't share.
One dude literally said this week, who I never felt comfortable around him. He would always send his wife after Mr. Forest Mommy because he wanted me. And I'm like, we don't like either of you, by the way. And like, he literally said on my Instagram, believe the science. He said, believe the science. And he's a doctor and his wife is a doctor. And I'm like, and they do so much drugs. And I'm like, you guys are making it. And I posted something on my Instagram where I'm like, listen, because this happened to multiple times where people were acting all high and mighty. And I'm like, I know what they were doing behind the scenes, and they're doctors and stuff. And I'm like, the doctors were out traveling because all their hours got cut because they weren't doing surgeries. They weren't doing, everything got cut at the beginning of COVID. It was only COVID, only ER. Anything else got basically cut. And I know all these people are out traveling and doing orgies, which I don't care. Do it. I don't care. I'm not mad at you for that specifically. But when you come back and say, like, well, I'm a doctor, believe the science, and I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Good news, everybody. The science resigned this week, so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
The actual that's another thing that happened on this girl. I was actually her real estate agent. She I posted something about Fauci in that whole graphic where it was like, people weren't allowed to go to funerals and all that stuff, but because Fauci said so. And she wrote these replies, and she's on SSRIs and all that shit. So I'm like, I wasn't even talking about medical people because I know you have a license to protect and you were doing what you did to protect your license and all this bullshit. And she went off. And I was like, I didn't even bring up medical people. I brought up Fauci, and she went off. And I know her private life. So I was like,
I know what she's not doing behind the scenes. Mr. and Mrs. Forest Mommy, that's for sure.
It's what's sad. It was out of a lot of people I expected that kind of shit from. It was sad from her. And then it was literally that little graphic I posted, and she wrote these replies. Luckily, I've been letting all my Liberty friends over under my Instagram now, so other people were like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? She went on and on and on, and I'm like, and I actually saw her in person spring 2021. We went to a baby shower, and she said to me, because I had been saying my shit on Instagram, and she said to me, she's a nurse, and she's a very great nurse, and she's a heart nurse, she's great at what she does. And she said to me, yeah, this shit's bullshit. And then she comes back now when I'm attacking Fauci, she gets fucking triggered. How does that make sense? That was so bizarre. It was bizarre. And she broke up with her hot boyfriend, though, so. Sorry, Paul, this is good shit. Let's change topics.
People are fake.
They are fake, and there's a lot, just like any shiny, happy, fake, pretty crew. Same with any lifestyle, right? And then there's there's people I never felt right around because I just felt and that was the one guy who said believe in science. I've always felt like you're pushy, and of course he's the one who says that. But luckily, I was like, what are you how are you 2 years into this shit and you're still saying believe the science as a doctor who lives an alternative lifestyle, Sorry, I'm talking.
The science is changing daily, even now. I mean, we can now say on YouTube that masks don't work. They changed the policy, so we can say.
Did they?
Yeah, they changed the policy. We're allowed to say masks don't work now without fear.
Oh my god, I'm never wearing a mask again now.
Never.
Well, yeah, I mean on YouTube. I mean, I don't know about your Cleveland town and how blue they are.
It's pretty mixed. Like, well, okay, Cleveland is kind of mixed. I would say. I would
It's more blue than anything, but as far as COVID goes,
Good night, Brian.
I think most people thought it was just fucking stupid, dude. And I've noticed from like a lot of people that like I've talked to in Cleveland, they're not really Democrat or Republican. Most of them
people aren't.
Yeah, like most of them come off pretty libertarian. That's why I was like, I'll have a party here if Dave Smith runs for president. Like, I will have a party here.
Or a Robbie Porch tour.
Yeah, to like help campaign for Dave. You know what? That would work out perfect. If Dave announced his thing for presidency, have Robbie here, do like a, his thing, but we could also, show people kind of like what Dave's about, what the Libertarian Party's about.
So you heard it here, guys. If you're ever in Cleveland and you're a libertarian looking for a safe haven, Alice has an air mattress and clean sheets.
She does, though. And she's not even a dues-paying member, and she loves it. Like, she loves us all,
I don't like to be party affiliated because, like,
and I get
I'm not gonna put on a front. Like, I voted for Trump. Like, and like, in all honesty, it was just mostly like, okay, like maybe that dude will kind of keep my head afloat while I fight the local government. And it totally was voting for the lesser of two evils. I mean, I get that, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Like, I tell people, don't get mad at people who people vote for. You don't pay their bills. You're not doing anything for them. Like, but I'm also somebody who's stressed over who to vote for. Like, you can ask Adam. Like, I stressed over who I should vote for. and then when I did vote for Trump, it's like it was hard. Like, it was hard for me to like fill in that circle. And when we walked out, I'm looking at Adam. I was like, I can't believe I just fucking did that. Like, I can't believe. And the reason why I said I can't believe I just did that is because I voted for fucking Obama, and Obama was the first president that I voted for a Democrat or Republican. The first time I voted, when I was 18, man, like I was allowed to vote. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna vote third party because I'm a fucking rebel and I don't like any of you. But like, I didn't have internet and all that shit.
Yeah, we didn't know about Ron Paul at that time. I didn't know about Ron Paul.
I would see Ron Paul sometimes, but like I didn't have internet. I wasn't home like that. I was very busy. But I hated John McCain because I was more familiar with John McCain. Like, he was somebody that like I had known growing up and like the shit that he did. So part of me thought like, okay, well, let's give this guy a chance. And like, dude, we were like a year in. I'm like, this is fucking awful. Like, this is terrible.
Well, he did the whole fucking DNC here. So
yeah, and like one of the things that made me like turn on Obama, like, and I had already turned on him, but this just got me going. And I'll never forget. Okay, I gotta go give the boy a kiss goodnight.
So, Cliff fucking hanger, guys. Cliffhanger. Go take care of it.
Sorry, remind me where I was when we come back. But right. I'll be right back. I gotta give my baby boy a kiss goodnight. He loves his mama.
Right. Tell him I say hi.
I went to the DNC was in, do you guys remember 2008 when Obama was running that first time? The DNC was in Denver. So I went to it. But I was so busy working to try to survive and like, just survive. I didn't know about Ron Paul and all that. And I fucking hate myself for it, to be honest.
I forgive you. If that counts for anything.
Thanks.
I mean, my political views haven't changed much since I was like 15. I'm a fiscal conservative. I'm a social liberal. And
but did you know, when they would advertise stuff? When they would advertise,
I vote with my wallet. What's
yeah.
that?
Like, would you know though when like Obama was like, "Hope and change," blah blah
Well,
blah.
I mean,
You knew
for
he was full of
my voting
shit.
years was post 9/11, and
Me
we grew up in a
too.
very, very patriotic house.
I voted for
And
Bush. My first presidential election, I voted for Bush.
Bush 2 was my first election. Bush round 2 was my first election, and I voted for Bush. I have voted Republican for every presidential election in my life. And local elections, I can go either way. You can win. You can win me as long as you're not fucking
That's
insane.
what matters. That's
Yeah.
what the local shit. We need to start teaching because every time I bring up libertarianism, people are like, "Well, that just helps one or the other side win at federal." And I'm like, "Okay, stop focusing on federal. Focus on your school board, your city
Local will
council."
affect you more than federal ever
Oh,
will.
without a doubt.
And people are so like they're not tuned into that at all because of how everything's been. Like you can't blame them half the time, but that's what I've been doing, like where I'm trying to get the Colorado libertarian candidates out. I'm like, we need to get their voices out because these are people who are literally like all of us. Like I know my neighborhood, I know my block. They would like all my libertarian candidates that I interview, but they're not watching that shit. So
I'm fortunate enough to be from a place where like it's still
red.
very not only is it red, it's still very, very small town. Like
Yeah.
nobody will ever move to the UP. Like I've literally talked to people who
I
were like,
might.
this week there was a pandemic. Like, what do you mean the pandemic's over? There was a pandemic. Like we're always years behind the rest of America. Hell, on most people's maps, the UP's not even part of America. Like it looks like it's part of Canada. It's fucking crazy to me, but
I went to North Wisconsin
we're very
during
red.
that, and they didn't even fucking care.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared up here. And the
I
problem
went
with us is we're in Michigan, so we're governed by
Detroit.
we're governed by Detroit and Lansing, but we're literally 8 hours away from both.
You're not even connected by land.
So like it's all this like, hey, that's a state law. You're not allowed to do that. And like everybody's response is, there's no state cops up here. Nobody gives a fuck. The local sheriffs are like, yeah, we don't care. Don't wear masks. Live your life. Don't be a dick to your neighbor. All right, cool. We just continued living life throughout the pandemic. Granted, the school system was kind of shitty because of federal funding and all the messed up shit that went along with that.
There's not a lot of money up there.
There's no industry.
Even in North Wisconsin, it's like there's trees, lumber, and
that's it. And every now and then you have a paper mill if your town's lucky, and that's the big employer in most small towns. So basically like 60% of your population is laid off of work from November until April because there's road restrictions. You can't do the lumber business. It's snowing. You don't want to. So you have to live off of 7 months of pay for all 12 months. Everybody grows a garden. Everybody, hunts. Because hunting is not like a sport up here; it's a survival instinct. Like you got to fill the freezer with meat. And, we've got Marquette, which is the one blue stronghold, and I feel bad for them because they're just surrounded by the red UP, and like it's like they love it up here because it's so beautiful and everything's natural, but they don't like the way it's governed, and I hate the way the state's governed. So fuck it, it's a trade off for everybody. We learn to live together.
I dated a pharmacist he was from Marquette. His family's from Marquette. And like, I met him in Virginia Beach, but he was like cool too. Even this was like 2010, like he was cool dude too. But like, yeah, it's like the cities fuck shit up, and they can't even take care of themselves. Like, I love Wisconsin. That's why I love North Wisconsin too, because I went up there September, October 2020, and like no one gave a shit. I went and bought my fucking 3-day fishing license, and we weren't wearing masks. And the girl was like, "Oh, I love Colorado because of the recreational shit." And I was like, "Wait, yeah, girl, I know what you're talking about." Like that's how most people are, though. Is like, leave me the fuck alone. Let me just live.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Paul's rules for life. Rule number 1. You're over 18, live however the fuck you want. Just don't physically harm another human being. Rule number 2, kids are off limits, no exceptions. If you live by those 2 fucking rules, everybody would be happy and get along.
Exactly. You can be a dirty turkey all you want, but don't be a dirty turkey. to
She's
the kids.
invited me to her house and she knows that I'm a dirty turkey. But I'm not like when I don't need to be because I fucking have boundaries.
Yeah, but,
Vincent,
like-
do you want to come on, Dino? I'm gonna ask Dino if he wants to come on because it's like good hours for him right now.
Don't ever take me calling you guys a dirty turkey as like
I
it's,
never would.
It's a badge of honor to me, Alice.
yeah, it's like I call Adam a dirty turkey all the time.
Well,
Alice,
like we've
you
had
have
so
known me
much.
for 2 months. I've been a dirty turkey the whole time, and you invited me to your home. Like,
Yeah.
And she's invited me to her home knowing that I show my ass and tits and everything on Twitter with her husband who sees it, but she trusts me because she knows I'm not a fucking like that, you know? Like
Doug is really
Well,
fucking
I
salty
think-
at you for us, Mommy. I
Like,
don't know who you invited on, but he's like, "Oh, I'm good. Thanks for the invite, though."
here, can you hit Dino up with the link? He should come on. He's in
Who's
Germany.
Di-
or
I
he's
don't know
in-
Dino.
He's in Austria. Okay, Dino, what's your Discord, Dino? Ugh, this is gonna take some work.
Twitter.
Is Vincent Dino?
his
You're
his Twitter is missing_clue. That's his Twitter.
Hope your DMs are open.
If not, he's on my Discord
My
now.
arms are looking much better.
Missing clue with a thinking emoji.
It looks like a dinosaur, a yellow. Is it like a yellow picture?
Liberty Dino.
Yeah, that's probably him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Missing
All right.
clue.
Follow.
So he's in Austria. He's been
Hope your
dealing
DMs
with
are-
all this bullshit, and he's been able to like communicate with us about the whole, because you know so many Middle Eastern people have been refugeed into these, you know,
Where's Vincent Dino?
all the white communities up there, and it's fucked. It's just like thug violence, which it's not in America. It's not even black people. It's like low class. You know, it's a class thing. It's not your race, right? But like,
Yeah,
they don't want to.
I think part of the problem is that, like, how you're saying, like, with classes, like, when you live in the city in urban America, like, it's like everybody's kind of all clustered together and there's more of a police presence. But, like, white lower class people, and I say this as somebody who has family that lived in, like, a trailer that was nicer than my house and, like, lived on a beautiful piece of land. But when it comes to, like, certain trailer parks, like, they're, like, out there doing, like, crazy stuff, but, like, the police aren't, like, going through. So,
Right,
like,
it's different.
you know what I'm saying? So when people are like, oh, well, black people, 13%, I'm like, yeah.
White people are bad people too. It's all about like what's around you.
But yeah,
you know?
like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
No, I
like-
totally get it. I totally. In the
like-
words of my president, poor people are just as smart as white people.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. That's why I feel sad is people won't even look at that shit.
like, dude, it's just like, I can't believe, like,
My computer
people
might
don't look
freeze.
like this
Sorry,
today.
guys.
Like, people are still like, and you know what's crazy to me? Like, so I was still, like, the only reason I go on Facebook is because that's how I stay connected with the rescues and with the cats and stuff like that. And then, like, my older family is, like, not coming over to Twitter, dude. Like, and I wouldn't even want them to. Twitter's, like, it's my own place.
Yeah, don't fucking come over here, bitches. This is my rule. This is our I rule, motherfuckers.
But, like, what the fuck was I saying? I totally lost my
Sorry,
thought.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, I lost my thought.
Family and Twitter and all that. Thinking.
What were we just talking about?
I don't know.
Like,
Poor kids and white kids.
Praise Paul. I sent the link to you, Dino.
Like, dude, like, I would see, like, all these, like, white girls that I know and, like, white girls I went to school with. Funny enough, one of them is one of my, like, best friends growing up, ex-girlfriend. And she's all like, don't get mad at me for voting for Biden. I researched, and I think he's the best man for the job. And I just wanted to be like, so you're a fucking racist. Like, well, then I'm glad fucking you and my friend broke up, dude. Like, and it's so funny because I, like this dude and I grew up, like, he's the closest friend I've had my whole life. And I saw him, like, a couple days after she posted that, and I was like, dude, you lucked out. Like, because, yeah.
Hi, Dino. How is it in Austria right now?
Hi, Dino.
Hi. It's pretty Austrian. It's pretty European. The madness is going on. The sanctions are hitting us hard, so that's fun.
Are you? How soon till you can get to America? You just need a job. What do you need to get to America?
Oh, do you want to come to America to, like, live?
Yeah, he loves us. He loves us.
I bet you a visa's a good start, Liberty.
It would be, and some experience in, like, at least some trade area, so I can get a job where it's like, okay, you got some experience here and you have a background. It's cool. We can take you.
Okay. And if you're white and overstay a visa, it's fine. They don't care. They don't care.
Liberty, once Force Mama Universe takes off, I'm sure I'm going to have like 15 hats, and one of them will be HR. I will definitely make sure we'll put in a work visa for you.
Yeah, so like but I want to do like something in the trade, so I don't think it would be a problem to get a job.
We're going to need a welder.
Carpentry is all I can do.
Well, you can learn anything though. You're smart. You can learn anything.
Yeah, you get him a job somewhere. You know, like, people that do.
I told them Mr. Forrest Mommy needs subs.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
He's like Mr. Carpentry.
I lived in Virginia Beach when I lived in Virginia Beach for a while. Did you notice how everybody who worked on the ocean front was Russians and Eastern Europeans? I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, the mafia had the.
They would all overstay their visas anyways. There was the sweetest lady I worked with, and she's like, I'm overstaying my visa. I don't care. And I was like, whatever.
I'm back.
Fine.
I'm back.
Fine.
I mean, it's probably because of you. Everybody has the labor shortage, so it will be like, we don't.
That's
really
where the most like immigrants come from, or illegal immigrants in America, is from overstaying visas, even more than the border crossings, technically, supposedly.
Shit, yeah. Why are we even talking about visas? Liberty, can you get to Guatemala? And how are you at walking?
And I don't care if people...
Yes, I could, and I'm very good at it.
And humans have always moved around this world for survival. That's normal. Yeah. That's why I don't get into the whole border debate, because I know humans have always moved around. You know, it sucks when they take my money and all that shit. You know, that plays into a whole different aspect of it. But I don't know.
Well,
hi Vincent. Hi.
We know those Austria-Hungarians have like a huge crime problem whenever they come to the States.
He's actually a little bit Jewish, so this could be anti-Semitic. So don't be anti-Semitic, please.
I'm not being anti-Semitic. I love all the sons of Abraham. Okay,
dude. Actually, I found out, thanks to the government of Iran, and because I got the shots. That actually makes me uber Jewish now. So yeah. And the official government from Iran rated me like 2 uber Jewish.
Just Iran?
I mean, they have the policy, if you get like certain shots that are not fine, that makes you more Jewish. And so I moved from a quarter to uber Jew.
What? Quarter to what? Text you loud.
Oh yeah, I went from a quarter Jew to being an uber Jew, so like, awesome.
So you're a Jew that drives cars.
So are you circumcised?
Oh, can we have that debate? Can we have that discussion?
Oh my god!
I barely started it, and people got mad at me the other day, and I'm like, "Listen, I'm not even starting this debate."
I thought I came at you very respectfully.
No, it's fine. I'm only quarter Jewish, so like nothing really connected to the religious part.
But you were actually born of German people, so like it's kind of more serious.
One time it charges it, but if you move it the wrong way.
But I shall always say, like, they've beaten the German out of me, so I never really counted as one.
Hmm.
So you have no desire to
Andrew.
take over the world right now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, I don't want to get into politics. I mean, like, I have the CV. Like, I was not accepted by an art school in Germany. I moved to Austria, so we have 2
That's so
points of
Hitler.
the like.
That is so Hitler. He was an art student, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No, I was declined by an art school, so like that would make the good thing. Just like I'm looking into politics, I'm like, oh my god, no, it's so not worth it. I'm not bothering with it. Like,
You're like, I just want to fucking like build some walls and shit and like make people happy with their house and then like take their check and move the fuck on and do another one.
yeah,
That's
pretty much.
I get it.
And
I'm blue collar.
It's so crazy because like Adam has some of the guys that work for him are Mexican, and like what they have to do to become actual citizens here is just so crazy to me. It's like, but they have a job and they have a place to live, you know, like
they work and they support their family.
and like when it comes to like trades and like construction and stuff like that, dude, I mean, it's kind of the same complaint that I had working for fast food. There's just like a lot of people that walk in and they try and do it and they can't. Like they just can't hack it. And I know that sounds like funny with fast food, but I'm not comparing at all what I did when I worked in fast food years ago to what my husband does. I'm just saying, like,
it's actual work. You have to fucking bust your ass.
Like his boss like struggles to find people that really, really want to work and show that they can put in this effort. You know, like it took my husband years and years to learn the skills that he knows to build the things that he knows how to build, you know, and like just a lot of these young kids, man, just coming in, like they don't want to fucking work.
And they got into college debt so they wouldn't have to be lowly like the trades workers. That was the whole fucking thing. Keep up with the Joneses. Which me and Dino have talked. I'll be right back. I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Ooh.
All right, I'm heading out for the night. I'm getting sleepy.
All right, Hex. Have a good one, man.
See you, Hex.
Saturday, I'll send you a link. Join if you can.
Okay.
Hex.
See ya. No, but Alice, to what you were saying is, I think I blame Minecraft for that particular situation. Like, they're so used to landscaping being easy that, like, when they show up and they're like, oh, you, like, actually have to lift the shit and, like, dig the shit.
Yeah, and especially, like, with what Adam does, like, yeah, they do some, like, what you would consider, like, regular landscaping, like mulch, and but it's because they built some things, like, brick there. But, like, yeah, like, Adam, he is company like builds these ridiculously large outdoor living spaces, you know, and like these guys show up and think like, yo, you know, I'm gonna do this and that, and it's like they don't want to fucking do it. But then like, and the guys from Mexico, like one of them, Adam and him have become like really close friends, you know, like he'll be at the vow renewal and stuff. And, like, these guys come to my house and, like, have helped do stuff to our yard. And, like, they fucking work, man. Like, they fucking work, you know? I'm, like, they keep up with my husband, and that's impressive. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel so bad because when they've come to my house to do some work, like, I've sat there and just stared at them. And, like, I was like, God, I hope they don't think I'm like some stuck up white woman, like watching everything they do. You are.
You know,
like, but it's more like I'm impressed. I'm not like sitting there like, are you doing that right? I'm like, wow. Like when they had to put the forest map, remember the fucking fencing? When I was like the fucking prison fence.
I get it.
And then these guys
Good night, Hex. Sorry, I just saw that Hex left. Good night, Hex.
Yeah. And these guys came to my house, they cut this fence in half for me so it didn't look like a prison fence. And they take that big ass fucking thing and they're pounding that fence into the ground. That takes serious strength. Like I'm a kind of blue collar girl and I've done a lot of blue collared shit, so I know like it hurts. Like when you're smacking stuff like that, like there's like something
when you're going at it, is what you're saying? Just
Dino.
getting it done? Doing the work?
What time
like,
is it by you right now?
So their bodies like take that impact. Like I'm just saying, like men, they're very strong.
They are strong.
It's 4
Yeah,
a.m.
not
Why are you up at
everyone
4
is.
a.m.? Why are you up at 4 a.m.?
Holy shit, it's 4 a.m. Oh, I stayed up late the other night till like 3 a.m. and I'm like, God, I haven't done this in for fucking ever. Just laying in my bed. And he's like, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, no, I had like a pretty rough time. Like after I had the flu for 6 weeks, because that's the thing. After all the lockdowns in Europe, the flu season this year hit hard. Of course, there's no report on it in the newspapers, and all the doctors were like, "Yeah, that's kind of a thing this year." Like, oh, you don't wonder that you suddenly have like a lot of people being sick for 6 weeks.
What's
Like-
so you've had the 2
We
shots.
weaken
Have you
the
had
people.
the boosters and stuff?
Oh no, like
You
not
just
at
had
all.
the 2, right?
Yeah. No, the flu, like I've also known people who didn't get any of these shots and they still had like the heaviest flu ever, because if you lock up people for 2 years, the immune system, the herd immunity is gone. Who wonders? And of course, like after that and my plan was to stay mentally kind of sane, to travel as much as I can this year or this summer, so I don't have to be in the city I live in, because I don't like my area, nor do I live in a particularly good area.
Right.
And
Is
so,
there a
yeah.
lot more attacks going on?
Oh no, like but yeah, that too. I mean, like
That's why I love
thing-
Dino, because he's like, hello, we're over here in these white fucking countries, Scandinavian shit, but it's fucked up. People are getting attacked because of thug ass shit.
Yeah, it's even funny when you look into the crime statistics and everything. Like I did this on a comment section where like some American propagandist was like, "Oh yeah, look at Europe, everything's so great." And I was like, "Well, here I am with numbers and statistics and facts." And that's always fun, because it's especially when I'm talking about Germany, because you always have like the high noses high up and everything. Germans go like, "Oh, everything's great," and then you bring the real numbers of like, "Oh, gun violence so bad in the United States. By the way, did you know, according to the statistics and everything, they're government official, that per capita you have a higher chance of getting shot in Germany."
Because it's a smaller population.
Exactly. It's a smaller population, and the crime statistics are over the freaking roof.
You told me when we live streamed one time, and you're like, "Oh, my friend just texted me. He got attacked." And you know what? And like all of us, we can kind of see how there's like this. It's a class issue. It's not necessarily a race issue, but it's a class where you immigrate from issue.
Cultural.
It is, yeah. So we got that going on.
You're bringing all these people to a place where, I'm sorry, but all the Scandinavian countries are pretty fucking white. They're pretty fucking white people. And then you're bringing all these people in who are no judgment. Yeah, no judgment.
Culture.
Yeah, no judgment. This is how they were raised to be like.
Well, yeah, there's white countries that are like that, like shitty like that too, like the Ukraine.
Oh God.
Real quick, Liberty. Being as Austria is EU, right? I'm not wrong on that.
He's in Austria.
Well, in parts, yes. In parts, yes.
Are
But
they like in that
actually,
like EU?
Oh shit.
he
Elon
broke
got
up.
him. Got him.
Oh,
What was he just gonna say? Because you're.
I know. I want to know what he was gonna
Where
say.
are you at, Dino? You're in.
I'm back.
Yeah. So
Keep asking
to the question of like,
Oh, I was I know the EU is so weird. Like you have the EU countries, then you have the EU economic zone, and then you have the fucked up
Listen.
fallout from Brexit, where like England and Scotland are not part of the EU. Northern Ireland is kinda ish part of the EU. But I guess my question is like, as Americans we're kind of dumb to it. But how easy is it for you to move and get a new job and start a new life anywhere in the EU or the EU's umbrella countries?
I moved there and I get a job and that's it. Okay, there was a hurdle when I came over from Germany. You actually need an official address so you can open up a bank account. I think it has gotten a lot easier a little bit, but I needed to do that and I couldn't open up a bank account without an address. And I already had the job, so it was kind of a weird triangle mix, a little bit of an adventure. But in the first week, I actually found a place we could set it up, and everything was fine. That was the biggest hurdle. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. I'm keeping my eyes open because we might face, depending on how stupid the politics and everything you go. We are facing a winter that might be the toughest winter a lot of people here or everyone here ever had, probably, because of the entire electricity stuff and everything. Like if things go down south, I have
Because they shut all the nuclear plants down, right?
Yeah, that too. And we are totally independent on energy and everything. And in case of shit hits the fan here, I have my plan B of like, I know what I'm packing, and I have friends in Hungary, and Hungary is also facing problems, but not even remotely the same problems. If you would like, I said it before online, like if any American wants to come to Europe and experience Europe and like the road trip movies and everything and have the fun part, skip the entire Western section. Maybe go through rural Austria or something. That's fun and absolutely beautiful. But otherwise, if you want to have the fun city part, skip it. Go to cities like Prague, Bratislava, or Budapest. And there you have it. Especially Budapest is like a very international thing, and compared and the left wing people in Budapest are compared to everybody. You're probably still very much right wing.
Yeah, I love Prague. Prague is gorgeous.
It is, though. Like I really fell in love with Budapest.
Again. I went to Canada and South Dakota, and I'm good. That's enough.
Wait, hold on, Alice. Do you think South Dakota is a different country?
No, but it sounds fucking like it.
I just wanted to make sure because the way you phrased that statement made no sense. But
no, and like when we go to visit Forest Mommy, like because we're planning a trip to go see Forest Mommy next year.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I actually have a plan for when I'm over in the United States. I will have a little bit of time on my hands, and visiting Forest Mommy. Maybe talk to Mr. Forest Mommy. Maybe unofficially join him for a day so we can see if we can work with each
on
other.
shit. He just got a bunch of commercial jobs. He's set. So Forest Mommy is set. So we're
I can't wait.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear that connection got made and there's a possibility of something like that happening.
Yeah, no, over the Twitter, I like really connected. In 2020, I was so done with the German bubble because I don't really socialize well with Germans.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't behave like them.
Well, they wanna. Well, you're part Jewish, so
yeah, they could smell that. No, like, but.
Well, Lauren Southern, if you're watching, here's another example of something good that happened.
Why don't you get along with them?
Yeah. And no, I connected to a bunch of Americans and was like, oh, awesome. And then I at one point started to realize, my mom grew up grew up for a couple of years in the United States, and that obviously changed her character so much that she's also more American. And then it's like, you grow up and you think you're different, and then you meet Americans, you're like, oh no, not that much different.
I gotta say, my years in Europe were fantastic because the women in Europe love men who are very respectful to women, and Americans clean house in Europe.
Yeah, although I would say in Eastern Europe, I'd argue in Eastern Europe because Western Europe has changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Eastern Europe, you got a pocket full of money, you're gold.
Yeah,
In my experience.
Yeah, Though, like, the economy, like, good for them, the economy has changed a lot, and there a lot of people are leaving. There's a huge migration wave from people who are retiring, who leave Germany and get their retirement money to Hungary. There's special funds for that and everything. Even got a bunch of people moving over there, and I can't blame them. Like, I know in Hungary you still have a higher poverty rate. And it's a little bit harder to make money, but just to have cities that don't have the cultural problems we have here, it makes all the difference. Like, that was really my friend who grew up in Berlin came with me to Budapest like one time, and we just sat at a bar and had a good time, and he literally had a culture shock in a good way, because it was like, what, this is what going out and having fun actually is like. I'm like, yep.
Humans always yearn for that taste of freedom, no matter where you are, no matter how authoritarian of a government you live under. When you taste it, you're like, oh, this is good. I want more of this.
Yeah, and I grew up in a smaller city in Germany, so I still actively remember like the time in 2006, and this is the kind of Europe where I'm like, if it would still be like this, I probably wouldn't even consider moving to the United States. I would be like, no, it's very cool here. Like, why would I? But that Europe has been, I think it died in 2008 when the economical crisis hit us, and that changed, like, psychologically changed a lot of things in people here.
Yeah, I got to Europe. I was there from 2010 till end of 2012, so I came right after it, and it definitely, you're right, there was something in the air. Especially the more east you went, it was like east lives different than west, like, in my opinion, in Europe, and it's very it was noticeable back then. I think it's awesome that you have the connection with Force Mommy coming on, and I remember you were on one of her random streams not too long ago, right?
I think the last time I would have been on with her was this year. I don't think I've been on this summer.
Okay,
it's been a couple of months. Yeah,
I was gonna say I recognize you once you popped out.
And the only reason I remember is because we were talking about dog food, and he said well, I mean, dog food holds for a long time, and you can do this with it, and I was like, yeah, and then later I'm like, I hope he knows I was actually being serious, and people don't think I'm weird, but you can actually do that with dog food should things get really bad.
Yeah. No, I was talking to some prepper friends, and they were like, yeah, but you could also get dried meat and everything, though, if with limited kitchen space and everything, which I have here, dog food would make a lot more sense for me to buy, in case
it
things
holds for a long time, keep it sealed, but yeah, you can add so you cook rice. I watch weird things on YouTube sometimes. So you
are a weird thing. You are a weird thing.
No, Alice, I'm totally on page with you on that one. I agree. I'm watching these things too.
And if you have gravies, awesome, you can pour some hot gravy over it, but you cook your rice and you boil some water, and you can soften the dog food, and you mix it with the rice and gravy if you possibly have it. And it adds some flavor to the rice. Y'all think I'm so weird now, but
Alice, I've always thought you were weird. This didn't change.
You're not
anything.
weird. I'm just fucked the fuck up.
Liberty, one quick question from the chat. First wants to know, how would an American that only speaks English fare in Eastern Europe? I would say good, but I want to get your opinion on it.
It's oh my god, I love the pun. I know you did try to make the pun, but your opinion, right?
Paul, can I drop off and you can keep it going?
No, this is your show. You wrap it when you want to wrap it. I don't even want to be on camera.
You guys are going. I'm fucked up. I don't want to wrap it. That's all.
Oh man, if I was sober, this would be about.
You're fucked up.
If I was drunk right now with you guys, I'd be like, so Liberty, let's talk about European pussy.
Why are you drunk? I'm so fucked up.
We can totally do that though, but I have a little disadvantage. I've been in a chosen celibate for 5 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect it. I couldn't do it, but I respect it.
He's been very like he thinks through it too, which is cool.
Yeah, no, I get it. Women are
Although,
the
like,
goddamn devil. If it wasn't for vagina, I'd be gay.
No.
Oh my god. Poor
So like
Tom.
I hope I can add this. I hope I can add these 5 years like this weekend because in I mean I say voluntarily, but dating in the fucking West here is like if you are willing to bend over like you're a prison bitch, then you can get some pussy, but otherwise like the shit you gotta do, man. And then you go to Eastern Europe, like oh my god. Yeah,
Well,
was
I'll
at-
fuck
at-
anyone. I'll fuck anyone anytime in Eastern
And-
Europe.
Whoa.
I was at an event in like with like a lot of more Eastern European people, and you have like the Western Europeans, the German ladies, and they always have like the serious demeanor and everything. And then I was just talking to some friends from Hungary and standing in line for coffee or shit, and then I looked down and this beautiful pair of breasts like stepped into my view field, and I was like, nice. And then I looked up and I had a very beautiful girl smiling at me, and I got into a conversation. Nothing further happened, but I was kind of overwhelmed with the thing like, oh my god, she's literally actively flirting. It's been a fucking long time because women in the West don't do that fucking shit.
Fucking bitches.
And I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna stick east. Like I do like attractive women who are like, you definitely checked me out. I noticed, and I liked it.
Oh
I don't. There's so many things. Like I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm just laughing.
Like you two are just like this guy. This guy's going out. Like hey, this is
I
real
love it. I
serious.
love
And you two are
that.
just losing your shit. No, but so Dinah, what you're saying is, if that woman you just talked about would have put it on a silver platter for you, would you have indulged?
Oh my god.
I think she pretty much did, but I have to get used to the flirty thing again. It's been like way too long.
Okay,
You
but
guys
what you're
deal
saying is
with-
you're not
you've dealt
opposed to it.
with a lot of-
You want to
you've dealt
baby
with a
step
lot
back
of-
into it.
No, I actually want to right jump into the cold water if I actually manage to get it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was like the 4 years of it was good, like it was a good me thing, but actually for this year I actually planned to do it, and then I was sick and everything. I actually had a Tinder date set up for before I got sick, so I was looking forward to go the next time in Budapest, meeting up with a young, nice girl and everything, and be like, yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
you're gonna get so
Yeah.
much tail when you come to Colorado.
Alice laughing.
All right, are you? Wait, I just saw you doing a home roll. Is that tobacco or is that the devil's lettuce?
This is the devil's lettuce in CBD.
I gotta cut it off. For us, mommy gotta cut it off.
All right, or we're gonna call it then.
Yeah. Thank you, Dino, for coming on. Sorry, I was too fucked up.
No, it wasn't. It's super good. It's fun.
And Dino, I sent you a message on Twitter because I thought I was sending you the link. I don't know if you got it from me or from Discord, but I also
Thank him.
so if you see a message that's from Sibling River, that's me. Just so you know, I'm not some weird dude giving you StreamYard links.
I love you both so fucking much, and I obviously love Alice.
All right,
no.
boys.
Smoke and drink alone.
Doug, if you're still watching, this is what it's gonna be like working with you.
I don't have any of the good drugs tonight. God damn it.
Do your outro, mommy.
Oh my
Why
God.
can't we hear it?
I can hear
Say
it.
goodbye. This is your show.
I can hear it. Thank you, everybody. I love you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a
Bye.
good night.
Have a great night.
Bye, guys. Love you guys.
Bye.